set this up. Oh, yes. Alright. It seems like I'm ready. Hope you're ready as well, ladies and gentlemen, because we are going to do another Icecrown Citadel 25 Heroic. Now, of course, it is going to be on the Unholy Death Knight, and, you know, before we get started, let me thank Vogel right there for the latest sub. Very appreciated, of course. And I'm gonna just get this set up right here, and Shawnee B Gaming says first, and then Fike says first, and then Shawnee B says nope, and then Fike says rip. That's exactly how it went. How you guys doing? Hope you're both having just a wonderful day. Now, I won't have to buy any flasks. Our moderator, our lovely moderator, Nick Delian, has provided us with many flasks. So you know what? We're just gonna go and head straight to Icecrown Citadel today. Now, it does look like we will be playing some Unholy Death Knight. On the other hand, that is a lot of Unholy Death Knights right there. Ah, don't say that, Fike. You're quite lucky, you know. There must be something that you're lucky with. Maybe you're lucky with loot. Or, you know, you can try again tomorrow. You can try to be the first person then. And Helmond says Variety Night? Where is it? Sunday. We'll do it, or Saturday. We'll do it tomorrow, for sure. Don't worry about that, Helman. It's coming your way. It did get kind of moved a little bit, but that's alright. Let's go ahead and start moving towards Icecrown Citadel. Now, of course, we have the LOD run, and afterwards we might have a TGC or a Ruby Sanctum. It kind of depends on the time frame. I'm sure that the officers got a good, you know, ID for that. But yeah, this one is Unholy. That's me. Frost Decay. I don't know what this is. It's another Frost Decay, and I also don't know what Death Elf is, but it kind of sounds like a Frost Decay to me. On top of that, there are 33 people online, so we should be fine. We just go ahead and play this. So, hey, it's time for Rossum's in chat too, third? Of course, yes. I mean, when you think about it, you're the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7th, 8th comment, but that's alright. How you doing, man? Hope you're having a wonderful night. And 3 days with level 80 tunes, and I've seen Lich King already on the Horde side. It took me 3 weeks. Damn, Shawnee. You learned from your journeys, and you've made it better. Good job. You know, that's what you get. When you level a few times, when you gear a few times, it'll all make so much more sense. Now, I don't think that you guys have in-game audio at the moment, so let me go ahead and fix that. Yeah, there you have it. Alright, that's good. Hello? I just completely killed my own mic. Well, that's fine. It should be fine now, so, yeah. Let's hop into Icecrown Citadel. Johnny B, you can always see some Lich King here if you want. You know, we'll probably do it for a long way. Oh my god, what is that? Totem of Spirits. That's a lot of Totem of Spirits. That's a multi-boxer, that's why there's so many totems. That kind of like kills your FPS. If you have a shitty PC, you're not going to be able to handle this. On top of that, a few starfalls. Ugh. Ugh. Disgusting. Jack Rosy Shield, I was carried, but that's fine. You can get carried. Patrick Boema's in the chat. How you doing, Patrick? Hope you're having a wonderful night, mate. And we're just getting started here, so yeah, hope you're ready for some Unholy Death Knight. We are on 17 out of 50 shards. We're gonna get up to that 50 mark. You know, not today, but eventually. Let's see if we can get at least 4 tonight. I wouldn't mind getting like, oh no. Oh, you guys don't see this, but look. We've been put in group 6. We might have to play something else than Unholy Death Knight. Disco! Oh no, you guys hate that. Oh, okay, Disco it is. Alright, that's fine. We're gonna have to play Discipline Priest. Ugh. That's quite disappointing. But we'll play the Unholy Death Knight on Monday or Tuesday for sure. We'll get the shards. That's for sure. Yep, says here we are. Nice, yeah. Yeah, let's get started. I gotta swap over to Discipline Priest. I'm really sorry if you tuned in specifically for Unholy Death Knight. But it is what it is. Officer says, come Discipline Priest. Discipline it is. Ah, let's do it. Helmon says Holy Priest. Stein says no. Yeah, I feel you, Stein. I feel you, man. I didn't want to go this guy there, but let's do it. Let's do it. We gotta do it. It's for the guild. Oh, ah! For the guild, man. We gotta do it. I'll go ahead and lock it in real quickly. Oops. Come on, please. Alright. Let's get logged in. Show the screen. There we have it. And get this all sorted out again. Single target Unholy DK rotation is a question from Patrick Bouma. Well, you're gonna want to start with your Icy Touch, Plague Strike. You're always gonna want to prioritize the dots. Then you're gonna want to put a Blood Strike to activate your Decimation, your Desolation proc. I'm not sure what the name is. And with that 15% damage bonus, you're now gonna use the first Scourge Strike. After that, Blood Strike, Empowered Rune Weapon, Scourge Strike, Gargoyle, and then drop some Death Coils. Do it like Death Coil, Blood Strike, Death Coil, Blood Strike. Kinda like that. Time van Rossum says, never seen you Discipline, so maybe I'll enjoy it. Yeah, maybe. I know I feel kinda stupid, because I didn't actually finish the Discipline Priest thumbnail. Derp. I said I would, and I forgot. Alright, let's see what the screenshot is. Maybe we can just fix it real quick. I did make the screenshot somewhere. Let me go ahead and find it. In the meantime, we probably need consumables here. We have gold, that's good. We have 1 flask, yeah, we'll need to buy some flasks. Alright, so let me find the Discipline Priest. There's a whole lot of screenshots I gotta go through, so bear with me. This was... well, it must have been later than this. Yeah, it was just like 1 screenshot inside of Icecrown Citadel. I didn't even get them all. Never mind. We'll have to make a new screenshot. We'll use the Holy Priest thumbnail. That's fine. When am I ever gonna Holy Priest anyway? Right, I'm never gonna Holy Priest, so there you go. No, it says Holy Priest on the thumbnail. Fuck me. Ugh. Why didn't I do my job? Okay. Okay. Full panic mode. How am I gonna handle this? Default YouTube channel art. This sucks. Alright, yeah, we're just gonna have to bite the bullet here. I'll go ahead and fix it right quick, as soon as I can. Oh man, that feels bad. Alright, let's go ahead and find Satanology, get some flasks. And we'll play some Discipline Priest. That's how it's gonna be. I will change the title. That's one thing I can do. Probably something I want to do. Discipline Priest in Icecrown Citadel 25 Heroic. Oh man, I wanted to play Unholy Death Knight. But rest in peace. That's how it's gonna be. Alright, let's get over there. Get some consumables. Got a couple of questions about Combat Rogue, says Jan Willem van Dooy. Early gearing phase, the 4 to 5k gear score. I just bought Van Cleef's Helmet of Conquest. What metagem should I use? Alright, so the first thing is, it's like a general rule of thumb. There's only one metagem that works for melee DPS, and it's always going to be... give me 1 sec to find it. It's always going to be Relentless Earth Siege Diamond. This one right here. 21 agility, 3% increased crit damage. It's the most value that you can get for your metagem. If you're talking about like... if you're talking about Frostmourne, then if you don't have access to this and if you don't have money, you can go ahead and check the PvP rewards on Wintergrasp. There's a few metagems right there. They're not the best, but if you're on Frostmourne, this'll be nice. Just to get something going, you know. But you're not on Frostmourne because you got Van Cleef's Helmet, so yeah. Relentless Earth Siege Diamond. And Potato Cream says, Abi, did you ever rage so hard that you almost stopped playing Warmane? And if so, why? Nah man, never. Been some pretty dumb shit that happened, but it never made me want to quit. Nah. We got Swat in the chat. How you doing, Swat? Hope you're having a wonderful day, mate. And Jelena has a question. What is the best poisons for maxing DPS in PvE? Deathly Poison on the offhand and Instant Poison on the main hand. Yes, that combination is definitely good, Jelena. Just make sure that you get the Deadly on the offhand. Important. Elman says, RB crit is so awful for a disc. He didn't set it up that well. It's gonna be a massacre. Nah, it's set up pretty well. Like, let me see. Yeah, there you go. Set up beautifully. You can see Power Word Shield right in the bottom right corner, in the bottom left corner right there. And I can see this Weakened Soul right there. Now, in general, what you're just gonna want to do is remember the last 15 shields that you've done. I gotta admit that my playstyle really is not suited for streaming, because when I'm in the middle of my stuff and I'll look at a comment, I'll forget like my rotation of shields. So yeah, it's not optimal, but it always works for me. I'm sure that if we get a few Discipline Priest streams in, that I'll be used to it and we'll be just fine. Zomp Pocket says, hey Abby, how you doing, Zomp? Hope you're having a wonderful night, mate. And when was the last time you got carried, says Carl. A little bit ago? Oh, Flask, you're right, Enoch. Enoch, you are the man, man. And the last time I got carried was the first Unholy Death Knight stream inside of Icecrown Citadel. It still has the old thumbnail to it, you know, the old blue, just basic one. You can check that. You can check those. I got carried pretty hard there. Alright, yeah, that's all good, Willem. Don't worry. And Paul Machel says, you did your hair? Nah, like I kinda like just stuck my hair in my headset for a little bit in the afternoon stream, and now it's kinda like styled backwards because it was a freaking mess, man. It still is a freaking mess. Like when you look at it, oh. I need to get into this hair salon thing, this barber place. But man, quarantine is not making that quite easy, is it? Anyway, here. Flasks, yep. But where is Satanology? He is not here again. Oh man. Oh man. Where is Satan? I don't know where to get Flask. Wait, where's Ursh? Lana. Ursh, I need Flask. Is this Ursh? Why can I not? Oh man, it's so buggy. I'm just gonna delete these two. Be fixed. Not fixed. All my Flask people are not here. I'm gonna have to buy it from the engineering. No, wait, I don't have engineering. Oh, I don't have a double Heartstone. How am I supposed to get back here? Okay, I have a plan. It's gonna involve logging over to my secondary character. And what do you think about farming Eternal Fires for gold? It's pretty good, yeah? Yeah, it's pretty good. It's not like the most efficient thing. Horde or Alliance, you know, depending on the case, can really mess you up a little bit. So, yeah, it's not the best thing. Speaking of Eternal Fires, if you have an Alchemist and you're not like doing anything with it, transmuting a water to fire is literal money. Like, I'll do it every now and then, I'll forget most of the time, but like, you're gonna get free money from like buying Eternal Water and transferring it into fire. Like, if you're not doing anything else with it, you could also make gems, of course, which is probably money efficient. But yeah, if you're not doing anything with your Alchemist, at least do that. I'll send a few flasks over from Abi. And Kubek says, Abi, can I see can I somehow see how much damage the Discipline Priest shield absorbs? Yes, I can show you that. Frostworm. Frostworm. Right, thank you, video game. Always being so useful. Eternal Shadow is more expensive than fire? What? What the hell? That never happened in the entire history of Warmane. Why would Shadow be more expensive than fire? I don't believe that shit. I gotta look it up. Can't believe that. This is 100 G each for now. Like 70 G each. 65 G. I don't think that'll go much lower than 65. I'm sure there's a ton of them. Eternal Shadow. What? Why is this so expensive? You used to get this for like a gold. Oh my god, I should have saved up. Like I should have bought like a million of those things back when they were dirt cheap. That is crazy. It was always like this. Eternal Earth was the cheapest, Shadow was the second cheapest, and then you had Life, Water, and like Air was somewhere in the higher echelon as well. But like Earth and Shadow were fucking cheap. Anyway, let's send over these flasks. We'll hop right back on my Discipline Priest. Go get ready. For Horde, Shadow is more expensive, says Potato. Yeah, it's pretty much like... It's too close on this side. Not supposed to be like that, I'm telling you. Alright, Alinea. Good, that's my disc. Let's hop over. Hey Abby, my question would be that how much haste should I stack on my Holy Paladin? Alright, Vanky, if you got H-Pala, you're gonna want to stack like 1260 at the very least. I've seen H-Palas go for 1400 haste. The important thing is that you get like a 1.1 or a 1.2 cast second on your holy light. So yeah. Jelena says, WTF, since when are they so expensive? I don't know, but that's insane. I've never seen them be that expensive. They were actually like a gold each. Everything is more expensive on the Horde side, says Ian. It's because you guys don't have bankers. Because you're scum. And dirtbags on the Horde side. Yeah. Okay, maybe I went a bit too hard. I'm sorry, Hordes. I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry. Marino Ervashit says, what professions should I use on my Unholy Death Knight? I think you should go for engineering and jewel crafting on the Unholy Death Knight. Engineering is gonna be very good for you. If you're talking about PvP, you might need to reconsider my answer, by the way. If you're talking about like just PvE, yeah, it'll be good for you to just take the engineering, take the jewel crafting. Jewel crafting is gonna give you the most stats. Engineering, haste enchant, the nitro boots, it's all very good. Almost necessary. And yeah, we're gonna check out the Discipline Priest shield absorption, see how much it actually is. What we're gonna do is we're gonna check it unbuffed. I don't think I'll have a chance to check it buffed. We're gonna check it unbuffed. I'm gonna go ahead, fly into Icecrown Citadel. I'll put a Discipline Priest shield on myself and see how much total absorptions I do. It should be around at least 13k. I think. We'll see, we'll see. What if it's only like 4k? Oh, I'm gonna be so ashamed. Alliance is more toxic, says Lazar. Facts. I'm here, so... Why are the flasks so cheap on Alliance? I don't know. They are pretty cheap. Yep, they're pretty cheap. And what are the best trinkets for Discipline Priest PvE, says Mage. Or Mage Aladdin Frost. I would say it's Solus and GTS Heroic. Solus is honestly just all the mana you will ever need. If you're in a fight where you, for example... Alright, let's put the shield on. He's gonna get hit from that global bash. 2k. Now he does have some damage reductions, so you gotta calculate that in as well, right? It's not that easy to calculate it, really. Because he's got 12% damage reduction on him. It's 10k, it's still going. But he lost aggro. Alright, we'll have to check it on a different ad. Laktarogar, I see. Potato Cream says, Abby, how the fuck can you like the Alliance? They have gnomes. Who the fuck likes gnomes? I don't like gnomes. But I have a healthy amount of respect for garden gnomes. They were fun in Left 4 Dead and stuff, you know, can't deny that. I need to get aggro on this big boy. We're gonna reset our Skada. And I want aggro on the big boy, somehow. Now, where's Valimar? Oh, this guy, he needs healing. I'm gonna... Oh, man. Okay, one shield on him. Let's see, let's see. 5.2k, 10.6k, 14.9k. 14.9k. That is actually insane. That's like not really overhealable as well. Oh, I just got... That's like not really overhealable as well, right? It's just like 14.9k additional health that they give to someone per global cooldown. That's insane. Like effectively your HP 5, like effective HP 5 is like 15k as long as you just hit a global cooldown on someone. Hello, off the side of the disciplines. Hello, the off pieces for the discipline are the top tier DPS bands? No, no, no. What you want to get for your offset is the Shadow tier 10.5 heroic chest. That is gonna be your best in slot. So that's what you want to use. Weird, I know, but there you have it. We're talking about gnomes, look at trolls and female Taurens. WTF are you saying? Dude, female Taurens are hella like happy. They're just so jolly. I don't know, they look so cute. Like the way they sit down, they don't give any cares about the world, you know, they just sit down, they're like, And that's it, that's all they do. It's cute. I don't know, I think it's pretty cute. How do you use the Rapture proc to your advantage to get mana back this time? Well, I'm not gonna really manipulate it on a lot of fights. Oh, Dios mío, get these spooters off me. I'm not gonna really manipulate it on a lot of fights. The only fight where I really manipulate it is gonna be Lich King 25 heroic. And you'll see me ignoring the tanks with the Discipline Priest shield in order to get Rapture to proc all at once from the infest. So if there's like an infest item or something else, you know, like big damage on everyone, you put shields up on everyone, and if the shields pop at the exact same time, the mana that you get back, it starts stacking up. Like this 2.5% of your total mana, if it gets absorbed or dispelled, that starts stacking up. So it's incredibly powerful if you do it proper. And Abi, what do you think is the most useless spec for PvE? Don't count Frost Mage sub and arms. Arms is not that useless. Not as useless as you'd expect. Subtlety is really the most useless, let's be completely real. I don't see a single reason why you'd want a Subtlety rogue in your raid. But you said they don't count, so I would probably have to go for Blood Decay. Yeah, definitely Blood Decay at that point, Potato Cream. Frost Decay or Unholy Decay for PvE. I prefer Frost Decay. It's harder to master. It's a bit more tricky. Bit more tricky than Unholy, that's for sure. There's RNG that's super punishing, and by god, it's gonna happen. You're gonna get shitty RNG at the last 5% of DBS, and you're gonna get like, you're gonna drop a few spots because of that one shitty RNG. And Abi, how's Destruction Warlock for PvE? It's pretty good, yeah. Gnomes are everywhere, says James Beckett. True, man. Too many of those damn things running around. That's why we need more Taurens. You can fucking punt kick those gnomes. Alliance is better for PvP, but Hordes are better for gearing. That's it. You go to Horde, you gear, and then you come to Alliance where you know how to play the game. That's how it goes. And Tadias has a question. Hey, I want to start playing on a Frostmourne server. Do you have any recommendations for which class to play? Preferably a DPS or a healer. I would say a Boomkin is very, very good to play. You're gonna need a lot of them in your raid. At least like 2 or 3. Wouldn't even be bad. Yeah, if you want to play some healer, Resto Shaman, H-Pala, Resto Druid, it's all good. Discipline Priest is probably not as strong as just the base actual, you know, like healing characters at the beginning of the entire beginning of the patch, which you are right now. You're in Nox. So yeah. Hey Madman, how are you? Says Vilenia. Hey Savas, how you doing? You having a wonderful day, mate? And yeah, we're fine. We went from Unholy Decay to Discipline Priest, so that's a little bit disappointing, of course, anytime you're healing. I'd prefer DPS, but at the same time, we can talk a little bit about tactics, right? I was thinking about that the other day. I was taking a shit, and I was like, hey, if we get into a situation where we're a tank, or where we have to heal, we can just focus a bit more on the tactics instead of like the actual DPS rotation. Because there's not too much to go about when you're talking about Discipline Priest, right? There's not too much to talk about. Now, I do want to focus up a little bit on my own playstyle time as well. I want to focus up on the power infusions. I really did slack on that last time. I want to focus up on yeah, just making sure that nobody dies. But at the same time, we can talk a little bit about the tactics. As a healer especially, tactics matter a lot. Because you're gonna see if people fuck him up. If you see suddenly someone's dropping to 10% health, you know, he probably did something stupid. Horde is Gucci, Alliance is Adidas. Man, I'll take Alliance any day then. Give me Adidas. Give me that fresh tracksuit. I'll wear it everywhere. For my opinion, if you want to play Warlock, go for Destruction, because he is non-stop dealing damage. Yeah, Destruction, especially early game, it's very good. Because you don't need as much haste. Pretty good. And Andre Bitter says, is Discipline Priest a good DPS or is it just a healer? Well, Andre, in WoTLK it's just a healer. Yeah, I know you're thinking about like Legion. In Legion you did have a DPS part to it, which I loved that idea so much. So much, it's such a good idea. But in WoTLK you're purely a healer. You have some buffs to give. We have Pain Suppression, we have Power Infusion. We got Glowing Twilight skill, you know, like we got some Hymn of Hope, Divine Hymn to give. We got Glowing Twilight skill to give. Any class can technically give that. And Paul Matjas says, what's the gear score? Oh, hold on, I think I haven't fixed my Warmane Armory link. So, if you guys don't mind, I'm gonna start picking on the keyboard for just a sec. Alinea, Icecrown, Summary, there we go. Oh yeah, alright, we're ready. The gear score is 6.5. We're pretty much best in slot, I think. I'm pretty sure I've stopped gearing this character completely. So I'm gonna say we are best in slot. We might be able to swap something around, get a little bit more stats out of it, but fuck it. We've got 4,000 spell power. Do we really need more? You know, like at some point, healers are fine. Once you can sustain your mana, and once you can like give big enough heals, it's fine. 40% crit as well. Greco the First says disco time? Oh yeah, it's this disco partisani time. And does Warmane give people to stream on YouTube? I think what you mean is it like legal for me to stream on YouTube? Warmane doesn't really provide any help. They don't have the YouTube function in their own streaming service, so I cannot like promote myself on Warmane. But I know they know that I do it. Yeah, Helman, thank you for the link. I just typed it in right there. And what keyboard do I use? I use a Trust GXT 890 Kada. Oh, there it is. It's a bit weird, it's very shiny. I bought it for the shine, but it sounds like a freaking typewriter, so we're gonna have to like swap it out at some point. Maybe I'll get like a stealth sounding keyboard, I think they exist. Oh, your server is Icecrown. Oh, I'm on Lordaeron, says Lollipop. Well, sorry Lollipop. How much hit rating and haste does a Shadow Priest need? Radai, I have an entire guide for the Shadow Priest, but I'll give you like the general rule of thumb for hit rating. It's 17% minus possible hit rating modifiers, right? So what is a possible hit rating modifier? Possible hit rating modifier is Shadow Focus. You have 3 points into this, it's gonna give you 3% hit rating. On top of that, a Shadow Priest is going to be providing the Misery buff, debuff. That gives you another 3% hit rating. These 6% hit rating do not show up in your stats sheet right here. You don't see them. On top of that, Adrenai will provide you with another 1%, so if you're an Alliance Shadow Priest, you need 10% hit rating. With Adrenai, of course. Have you seen the Tuskar sit down? When you can, go to Underbelly and drink the elixir. I have seen the Tuskar model, but I haven't seen them sit. I'll take a look. And the haste cap is... the 1260 should be fine, Rade. Yeah, like when you get there... I'm not sure like the specific perfect amount for Shadow Priest at the moment, but 1260 should be fine. Bulletproof says, evening children? Well, evening matron or patron. How you doing? And Paul Machel says, for how long have you been playing on this server? Like you have so many 6.5k GS characters. I've been playing for like 5 days, you know, I grabbed my plastic card. I was like, Mom! Buy me a fucking Shadowmourne! And then she did it because she knows better than to not. I don't have cooking. No cooking here. I don't get the cooking, man. See here. Yeah, 6.9k gear score is like the max. You can possibly get 7 kgs, but it's not worth it. You're gonna have to take like some shitty items in order to get more gear score, but you have less stats. And Kek White says, when did you stop playing retail WoW? When Cataclysm came out. I never played that on retail. I stopped at WoTLK. Invite me DK tanks, says Lollipop. I don't have spot. Me sorry, me no officer. This is Warmane. This is Warmane's 3.3.5 Icecrown server, Bazaar. And do you think Assassination Rogue is better on single target DPS than combat? Nah. They can do about the same. It's a little bit of RNG at that point, and skill of course. What is the average DPS for a DPS with 4 kgs? That's impossible to answer, Cuff. And Quebec says, what are the glyphs that you're using? Discipline, please. Quebec, I'm using the glyph of Power Word Shield, Penance, and also Dispel Magic. I would love for you to talk about the tactics while healing, says Simon. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll do that. Yeah, we've been playing for about 10 years, Paul. I wanna see you on the Frosty case, says Milan Bozic. Yeah, we'll check it at some point. I do also want to play Frosty K. It's been a very long time. Frosty K is a lot of fun as well. Oh no, my entire UI here. Oh no. What professions are good for a priest? Is a question from Lexilu. If you're gonna heal, I would always suggest that you take the tailoring for the Dark Glow embroidery. This is gonna give you a chance to proc and get some mana back, similar to the meta gem. So I think that tailoring is very good. On top of that, I got inscription. It's not the best thing to get, but I needed an inscriptionist, and look, I got literally all of the glyphs. I feel very proud about that, okay? There's not a single glyph that I don't have. I'm so excited. And Stein van Rossum says, did you ever sell any of your characters? Only the characters that I leveled up specifically to sell. I never backed out on any character once I started actually gearing it. Do you have any guides for classes? A few, Cuff. I got Retro Paladin, Shadow Priest, TTW Mage, and Fury Warrior. We'll get some more, for sure. Do you still enjoy doing the same raids for 10 years? Oh yeah, for sure. It's not the same people, you know, for 10 years. It's not actually the same game for 10 years. Warmane themselves have changed a lot about every single fight. They've went and like had like Jesus fucking hell. That's one slut. Alright, I'm not sure if YouTube's fine with that actually, but yeah, it's not like the same rate. It really isn't. Warmane has patch notes. They do. And they change stuff, and they change variables, they change how things work entirely. So yeah, it's been different, man. Been fresh. Been fresh. And what classes sold well, says Stein? Well, for me, the Paladins always sold very well because I made like 1 million of them. They all sold well. I think the hardest time that I had selling a character was Death Knight. Our Unholy Death Knight was supposed to be sold. I had this brilliant idea. I want to sell a character. Huh. Wait, I'll have to level a character. That's gonna take a very long time. But DK start at level 55. Wait a second. The DK never sold. All the other classes have sold. I've sold a priest, I've sold a warlock, I've sold a warrior, I've sold a paladin. I've sold a druid, multiple druids. I've sold so many characters, but DK never ever sold. She was on the market for several months with a lot of gold. Andre Bitter says, show her? Show her... Who's her? What were we talking about, Andre? I don't know. I remember when the oozes didn't work on PP, says Ian. Yeah. I remember when all you had to do on PP was stack under the A-bomb and just burst them down. I remember when Syndra Golsa, when her ice tombs wouldn't properly LOS you, if you jumped, like if you jumped before the ice tomb landed, people would actually still get sniped by the frost bombs because they'd go underneath the ice tomb. So, there's been a lot of shit. And Kek White says, you really missed 2 great expansions, Mob because of the gameplay, and Legion because of the amount of stuff you could do. I played Mob. Played it on Warmane, man. It was shit, but you know, I played it. Alright, let's go ahead and buff up. We got the flask on. I think we're gonna go ahead and give the power infusion to Maeve. We'll have to see exactly, but yeah, I think that's what we're gonna be doing. Did you sell them naked with professions? Yes, I sold them naked with professions and with 5k gold on it. Back in the day you could also write a description. I sold so many characters just because I had a good description on. It's unbelievable. Alright, we're gonna get hero, so no need to power infusion just yet. Keep the Prayer of Mending on the tank, and what you're really gonna do on Marrowgar is just stack really tightly underneath the boss, but not in front of it. If you stack underneath it, the flames won't actually reach you, because they get placed a little bit outside of his hitbox. You're not gonna take any damage, and if the spikes come, you are gonna be stacked up enough to the point where you don't really have to move. Let's swap it over to absorption healing right there. A bit better. Yeah, as you can see, the spikes, they're spawning right underneath us. Oh, Flipper has just subscribed, thank you so much. The only exception, of course, to the stacking is going to be the Hunter. As you can see right there, Zonk, he got nuked because he wasn't stacked closely enough. Hunters, when they get spiked, range DPS has to take care of them. Alright, go ahead and... It's also a good thing if a Hunter gets a spike. Make sure that you give them some Prayer of Mending, because it is really a nice tick. On the Bone Storm right here, we can go for GTS as well. No. It's a pretty good time to GTS. In the meantime, just make sure that you stack with your melee DPS. That way your melee DPS will be able to take care of your Bone Spike. Like right here, they're nicely stacked. They will get area of affected down. It's AoE, and that's the end of the boss. I forgot my PI once again, but that was super fast. Hey Abby, you okay, man? Yeah, Ethan, how you doing? Hope you're having a wonderful day, mate. Man, try Legions, this GG Alex. I have. I went Discipline Priest there. I liked the playstyle of Legion, but I didn't like Legion. How do tanks work in raids? Well, just on one thing at a time. When we play tank, I'll talk about tank. Morcott Know You has just subscribed. Thank you so much, Morcott. I do appreciate it. And Marrowgar, the way the tank was facing. Marrow, the way the tank was facing was flames placed. Yeah. Ian, you're talking about the old Marrowgar on Warmane. Yes, you're right. There was so much bugged. So much. It's unrealistic. Like how much better it's gotten, and people still complain nowadays about like dumbest shit. Like, dude, they wouldn't be able to survive in Molten. They'd actually leave the server probably. It's always a good thing to get the Prayer of Mending in the melee. There wasn't a whole lot of damage being taken there. That was good. Why didn't you like Legion? You always had something to do instead of sitting around in Valorant? I can't tell you what it is, man. Like, I went there, I tried playing it, but I couldn't get into it. Maybe it's a different, maybe as a different class, I would have been able to do something, you know, more fun instead of healing. Because honestly, I gotta admit, leveling as a healer with bug tanks is fucking AIDS, dude. And as a discipline, do you just spam the shields as Ombre? It's an oversimplification, but yes. You're also gonna use some Prayer of Mendings, you're gonna use some Renews in a pinch, you know, Penance if you need to snap heal. Like if a DPS goes down to 10% health, shield isn't gonna save them. It's gonna give them extra health, sure, but you gotta heal them eventually. Big part about being a discipline priest is mostly just anticipating where the damage is gonna happen. if there's a bunch of melees and there's spheres or spirits on the Death Whisper Heroic, you're gonna want to keep the melee shielded, right? You're gonna want to like shield the range that are about to get hit by the spirits, stuff like that. Lion says, don't forget the PI now. You're right, I'll try. Even leveling as a healer in Legion, tickling a mob is enough to get it down. Hell, I don't remember that. Like, it's like, I couldn't get into it, dude. I don't know, like, that's it. That's my reason. I don't have a better one than that. Wish I could give you a better reason than that, but that's really it. Alright, so what you're gonna want to do here is give your YOLO MDPS, is give them some shields. The ads will be brought as much to the middle as possible. And yeah, as you can see, right side didn't go so well. But in general, you just pull them to the middle, start AoEing them. I've got the mind controlled. Mr. Guilolo, thank you so much for the subscription. Do appreciate it. And hello there, nice to see you, Rances Samir. Oh yeah, we do him. Yeah, know it. We get Renew on the boss, but that's alright. She's only taking mana damage at this point, so we won't have to worry about that. Dispel magic. There we go. Alright, we're gonna shield our melees again. Velmi took aggro last time. I'm gonna give him Prayer of Mending as well. Let's keep an eye out on the aggro indicators. If a melee gets aggro, start worrying about them. There's one more ad right here. I don't have the fear up. My fear is on F3. I'll have to use that sometimes. I feel like he's getting targeted by the mind control target. Uh-oh. Oh man, he just got nuked down by a friendly. Alright. Now we're gonna watch the spirits, we're gonna watch the melee. They can get nuked very hard by spirits, so let's try to keep our shields up on them. Alright, not coming to me. We're gonna use our thingy. Where's Gala? I don't know where Gala is, like... Oh, he's right there. There he is. He was upstairs. I'm gonna divine him this. PS on the tank right there, that's what he was asking for. PS is fun and everything, but it makes it so that you can't have shields up at the same time. Like, it really does waste your time a bit. Just give me 1 minute, like, I'll get back to the comments. Mind control. We're gonna do a big fear, hopefully hit the persons that haven't been tended to yet. Spirits are not on us. You don't want to use penance on like the mind control people, because you might kill them. And that's just one thing that you gotta know. Ah, shit. And if you ever get out of mana, you can hit that Shadow Fiend. But it's alright. Alright, not so bad. Nibelung, Mercy Killing, and Maddening Whisper. I'm not gonna rest those two people. What add-ons are you using, Obby? Says Kian Joshua. You can check my Discord, Kian. I have the Discord in the description down below. There's a link, you can click it. And you'll be in my Discord after I give you a nice little roll. Just like, oh, oops, oh. Just like this. I'll have to like give you a roll, like Leconite. Welcome, you're now a subscriber, because I deem it so. Hahaha. You see the trick? And there you'll be able to see all my add-ons. I have them zipped up for you. If you need like to know a specific macro, just tell me what it looks like. I'll tell you. I think Frost is good in that occasion. Okay, let's see here. There's like a nice little mage debate going on. Atripala and mage are pretty easy. Add Pro Flipper. So that's where it started, huh? Pro Flipper, where are you? What DPS classes are good for beginners? Yeah, we got some good answers in there. I don't think you should go for a Blood Decay, by the way. Feya. It's very, very selfish. It's not so good for the raid. Somebody died there. Where's my Eve? That. Yeah, Retripala mage, just like Jelena said. If you go arcane mage, that's not so hard. Dabba says, hey Abi, I was on LD and I've done everything good just on defiles. What the fuck should I do? I don't even get to read that. I get a defile and then it spreads. Alright, so defile is all about preparation, Sabba. If you're not ready for a defile, it will always fuck you up. Like, you need to be ready for the defile. How are you ready for a defile? You can position yourself on maximum melee range of the Lich King, so that, you know, when you see you're getting targeted, because that's the thing, he will target the person he's gonna defile. So Necrolite swaps target to Alinea, he's casting defile, run away little girl, defile is gonna get dropped like 1.5 seconds later, and you move right back to Lich King. If you combine that with a Nitro boost, you're going to be just fine. That's why I always say, gotta get the engineering, man. It's the biggest DPS increase. Alright, let's get this engineering back. StarBG, thank you so much for the StarBG, thank you so much for the subscription. I do appreciate it. And Filip Miladonevich is in the chat. Yo, Abi, how you doing? Well, I'm just fine, mate. We're playing Discipline Priest, but that's alright. We get to talk a bit about the tactics. Fuck that, we're just gonna go on the cannon. Fuck it. Does the inner focus make all Shadow Word pain crit even after it gets refreshed, is a question for Hampus. I haven't checked it. I think it might. I think it's worth checking out, but I haven't been able to check it yet. We have talked about it previously on the stream, and I think it's very, very, very worth it. Alright, we're gonna save up our cannon blast for combat starts. There we go. And now it's crunch time. Ogrim's hammer. Alright, we're not gonna bother with Night Beast. She's using a auto clicker. Completely legal, but I'm not gonna actually compete with that. Fury Warrior is very easy. It's true. It's true. It's not so hard indeed. Now, which pack to play, Holy or Retribution Paladin? If you want to be a healer, go for Holy. If you want to be a melee DPS, take Retri. I know it sounds cheesy as fuck, but yeah, just that. No, your boyfriend says, wow, I miss these times. I loved Icecrown Citadel. I miss WoTLK. I miss World of Warcraft. I played last time 10 years ago. I love this game. Wow, time is running so fast. Well, you can control the aspect of time by just, you know, downloading this client and getting into it again. It's all good. Alright, we got a little bit knocked away from our cannon right there. But that's fine, we're just gonna click harder to compensate. Use the click add-on, it's awesome for healing. Nah, this is fine. I'll do it like this. You shaved that mustache? I trimmed it. I didn't have any shaving knives left, so I had to trim it. This isn't trimmed yet, like, I feel disgusting actually. What does an Unholy Decay provide to the raid, and why are they needed in a raid? Or are they needed in a raid? They're not really needed. Boomkin is going to provide the 13% magical damage increase, just like the Unholy Decay will. Boomkin is going to provide it on single target. Unholy Decay is going to provide it on area of effect. So in that sense, this guy is trying to beat me, huh? You motherfucker! I don't think so, you little bitch. You ain't been clicking for shit. I've been clicking since I was in my mother's womb. That's what I thought. I gotta focus on this. Fucking beat his ass. 11%. Oh yeah, that's what I thought. We're making leads on him now. Sorry, I can't just lose like that. I'll get very upset. And Unholy Decay also provides a 30% disease damage increase. So for the Shadow Priest, you're gonna have Devouring Plague, shit like that. It's gonna get increased by the Unholy Death Knight. Alright, there we go. Carpal tunnel, but it's worth it. I didn't know that when you fall from the gunship, you can just come back up before. You just died, right? Yeah, a long time ago in Warmanes, you just fell and hit the ground like many meters down. But right now, you can just jump off and you'll safely be teleported. I think you could get teleported 3 times, but that might just be like a rumor I heard. Anyway. Go ahead and do like that. We'll swap our damage over to current fighting damage. We'll talk a bit about the tactics there. There's a little bit of things to talk about actually. How do you get add-ons for this server? Can I download them from Twitch or do they not support private server? What? Add-ons from Twitch? What the Ethan fuck is that, Ethan? I download them from Curse Forge. Like, that's where I got them. I don't know if you can download add-ons on Twitch, but Twitch doesn't support private servers, I think. Aha Pen, thank you so much for the subscription. I feel like I almost have that name right, but I do appreciate the subscription. Thanks, man. I'm playing this game for 4 years and I have 1 account. It's 6.2 and it was really hard. You have 5 accounts, minimum 6.5. It's 15 characters. And if you have a guild, it's pretty easy, Milan. It's pretty easy. Johnny B Gaming says Twitch bot curse. What? I've been getting my add-ons at Twitch all this time. Oh, that's something I didn't hear. I'm just gonna pretend I didn't hear any of that. We'll start discipline list shielding people. Alright, well, I didn't know that, but yeah, I guess so. I guess if you can get your add-ons there, like you can just what I like to do on CurseForge is to just sort by game version, and then you'll be able to just see what you want to see. Exactly what you want to see. I think it's pronounced like Andre. Yeah, that would make sense. Except, you know, I still can't read it, but that's fine. So, as I understood, I can go Fire, Arcane, or Frost as a mage, and it will be okay either way. Frost for PvP, yes. Frost for PvE, no. Our heroism is about to wear off. We're gonna hit Gala with that immediate this power infusion. There we have it. I'm just gonna keep shielding people. That debuff can strike anywhere, you really don't know. You can go for Prayer of Mending. Like right now, Hpala is out DPSing me, or out healing me. So if you want to beat him in heals, then you gotta start healing the tank. But yeah, about the tactics there, the ads are gonna get nuked by the range DPS. I don't think the melee DPS should help. They can in a pug, you know, if the situation is bad, they can help out a bit. I don't think they should help in like a good guild run. The range DPS should take care of it, and that should honestly be that. If someone gets melee hit by one of those beasts, the boss is going to generate energy. If the boss is generating energy, we're gonna get marks. As you can see right here, he's gonna be taking lots and lots of damage. Sarlatanka also has a mark, so we have to worry about both of their health right now. Because we don't want either of them to die, as the boss will heal if they do die. So what we're gonna do right here, since the boss is almost dead already, I'm gonna use Divine Hymn on this Blood Beast phase to make sure that Sarlatan and not that hole don't die. Because they're taking a lot of damage, they're getting like their ass raped right now, it's not good. Like we gotta, oof! Throw a flash of light. Yeah. That's a lot of marks, like what is up with this? This is not very Asperity-like, I must say so myself. Come on, Mai, finish it. There we have it. I'm gonna resurrect him. I kinda feel bad about that. Yeah, healing is the entire tactic here, really. You gotta heal the people with the mark, gotta make sure they don't die. If they die, it's a bad situation. Albi, why don't you use Abacus on this Flint Priest? I'm more comfortable with Solus. I know that Abacus, like, I got them right here, you know, I swap them all the time, really. Kinda just forgot it. Like, on these low mana fights, I'm gonna finish all of these fights with more than enough mana, so I can easily use Abacus. It's true. It's true, Kappa. You're right. I'm thinking PvE now, says Pro Flipper. Yeah, you'll probably want to start as Arcane Pro Flipper, and when you get to like 5.5k-ish gear score, you can swap over to Fire. If you really don't like Arcane, you can always swap over to Frost Firebolt, which I have the talent tree in my Discord at like 5k gear score. But I'd suggest just stick to Arcane for a bit and learn like what Fire needs before you swap, because it is a little bit of a different setup. You need more hit rating, you'll need a lot more crit, a lot more haste and everything for that to be worth it. So, yeah. Hey, Abby, can I ask? I got my Obsidian Sanctum cat ready. I just wanted to test it out. Oh, off spec, right. 5.8k and 1.1k armor penetration. I tested it in VOA. 9.7k DPS. Is that good or am I missing something? No, that's fine. It seems fine. You're gonna need that hit rating cap, of course, eventually. That you are gonna get it. Just gonna need some more gear. Guys, does anyone here know a good alliance guild that rates between 20 server time, 21 server time, 22 server time? No, I can't help you with that, food fans. Maybe someone else, but I really don't have a pulse on the market. I don't have another Divine Hymn for this, but we do have Pain Suppression for him, Prayer of Mending for the rest, and we got some shields coming in. Yeah, that's fine. We've got Power Infusion, we'll use it on the next set of ads. We'll get it on Inattentive. He seems to be doing pretty well here. Hey Danny, hope you're having a wonderful day. And she says, come Horde? Nah, I'm fine right here. So yeah, let's go over to our Holy spec for VDW. It's gonna be good. We'll have the Guardian Spirit. Don't die, Magus. Magus are very squishy. Gotta be careful with them. Oh boy. Oh boy. A lot of damage. Like, I could have been more useful with maybe another power word shield on somebody else right there, but I needed to heal him. So, Discipline is not really only about shielding, right? If someone's dying, you gotta heal them. You're still a healer after all, somewhat. Connie B says, I got the strongest guild, we rate at 8. Yeah, and Simon says, what do you prefer, Discipline or Holy? I really like Holy a lot, actually. They're so strong. Arbeck got Holy, yeah, I'll swap. Don't have disc at the moment? Well, that should be fine. Should be fine, right? The 3% damage reduction, we won't really need it at VDW. The 20% speed up. What is that thing? What does it do? It's not a speed up. What's that thing do from Holy? The healing increase. You ready for Nox? Not yet. Anyway, Power Infusion in 10 seconds. XXXX is doing very well. Inattentive is doing good. Let's go ahead and give him. He'll be happy about that, you know. He's like, oh, I'm the chosen one. Hey, that guy on YouTube picked me. Should be good. This expansion was out 9 or 10 years ago, and I can't understand people don't know the tactics for ICC. Well, they might not even know that this game was out for 10 years. Might be the first time they see World of Warcraft in their lives. Like, I don't know. I'll answer the question. I don't mind. Gales II says, though, do you think that the requirement for ICC full heroic should be 6.3k plus? No. I mean, if everyone knows his class and fights, can't it be done with a little bit lower than that much? Yeah, it can be done with a lot lower than that. Seem to be in combat. Can't swap now, I guess. Check. I guess we don't get to swap the Holy after all. Well, rest in peace. Yeah, I'm brand new to WoTLK. Stopped after Burning Crusade and I just started again. Well, there you have it, Slank. Welcome back. I'll be glad to help you out. And Paul is in here. Hello from Lebanon. Hey, Paul. Hey, hello from Holland again. And Pavle says, get click knob. Nah, this is fine. I've always played like this. It's like in my fingers. Swapping now would honestly be a healing decrease. Because I wouldn't be used to it, and like 90% of this is just muscle memory, right? I don't think much about this at all. I just, like, I'm answering comments, I'm reading comments while I'm going through this. Like, this is fine. This is fine for me. Man, I wish I had Soulless. That would be nice, right? Having Soulless equipped. Damn it, Kappa. It's all good. But how can it be 6K or 6.5? That's why I understand. It's not a problem for beginners, but people who are 6 or 6.5 don't know. Well, the thing is, you can probably do ICC with 5.6, 5.7, full jammed, full enchanted. It should be fine. The problem is that a lot of people won't know what they're doing, and they won't know how to use their class to perfection. I'd say there's probably not a single enhancement shaman on the server that gets the most out of his class in a full ICC run. Then again, I haven't seen all of them, so you know. But from what I've seen, I'd say there's more to get out of an enhancement shaman than I've ever seen before. And that's why the game is still fun. I still feel like I can do stuff that's better. Still feel like I can push it a little bit further. I still feel like some of these people are gonna stand in fire and give me 15 aneurysms. So, it's all good. Hey, have a nice game. Greetings. Thank you, Stopercent. I do appreciate it. I'll have a good game. Get mouse over macros. How may be more efficient? I tried. I couldn't get used to it. Go make a 0 to hero bear. While Chaos the second. We do have Batata. And Batata is a level 68 bear. Who knows? Who knows what we'll do? Who knows what we would have been doing in this afternoon stream if it wasn't for Frostmourne being announced. No Poly is probably gonna be our preferred target for PI right there. We won't have the heal increase from the Holy Priest. That's alright. I think Nutella just got absolutely nuked or something, because I didn't even see him die. Poor guy. Alright, let's see. Holy Nova! Holy Nova! Best healing spell in-game. Mouse over is so gay, it feels like having the feedback of clicking. Oh, I just levitated the boss, lol. K-Killer1 says, finding an awkward moment to donate again. Love the streams, keep them coming? Yeah, sure mate, I'll keep them coming. Thank you for the donation, do appreciate it. The super chat, same shit. Thank you, man. And I'll be after ICC. Do you want some duels, says Andrea? Oof, I'm being called out. Yeah, we can do a little bit of duels. We can do some inspection, some duels, but the thing is, we're going to thank you for the subscription, Kator, I do appreciate it. We're gonna go to TOGC, most likely. And if we get immortality, or not... Oh, jeez, this is gonna be a stream. This is gonna be a stream. Mage can use Amplify Magic on her? That's very true. That's very, very true. Let's see, do we have it? Doesn't look like we do. Alright. Where did you get Grid some sketchy sites out there? I got Grid on my Discord. You can download it if you want. I did have to find a good, finding a good Grid and a good gear score add-on took me a while, man. Not as easy as it was like all those years ago. But you can find them all in my Discord now. So you can just hop into the Discord, I'll give you a hole, and they're all zipped up. Just for you, mate. But I'm Horde and I want to duel in STV. Ha! You really think I'm that stupid, Andrea? That's a trap. No, I'm not going there. I know exactly what's gonna happen. Saludamas says Carlos Santiago Betancourt Valencia. Thank you, Carlos. I do appreciate it. What a beautiful name, man. Absolutely beautiful. At the start of the year, I had to build a new PC, basically. And I lost my WoW folder. I had to get all these add-ons and set them up like I had them, and it was a whole struggle. We did half of it on stream actually. So, you know. I was struggling to find a need to know and a mixed calling battle text that worked properly. Well, we got them. I hope you were able to find them, or, you know, I have them for you now. Alright, do we have a... Yeah, we have a divine hymn up. We're not gonna hymn just yet. Now we're gonna hymn. There we go. A good amount of hymniness. That hymnness has been up for the entire time. It's 10% heal increase. Don't go to STV, just wait for RB and Ironforge. That's what you gotta do. Like, I'm not gonna take kindly if you invade Ironforge. I will meet you out in force. I'll force you out of there, man. I'll put you out. Get the hell out of my city. See here. Primo, Anubar Stalkers, the ring, and some tanky boots. How do you control stacks of Syndragosa, says Rade. You just have to wait. I'll show you. If you get Unchained Magic, if you have a few stacks, you just stop casting and they'll be gone. If you have a few stacks of Chill to the Bone, the melee debuff, you just stop auto-attacking and they'll be gone after a while. First time someone knows how to get my attention on WoW stream, and I pretty much like your streams, so enjoy them. Well, thank you, Milan. I do appreciate it, man. Yeah, we just gotta keep it chill. That's really it. Yeah. Alright. Irma simply says, pfft. Oh, guys, please do try to keep it in English if you want. You know, it's a bit better. I'll be able to understand it as well. We didn't resurrect Zong. Poor guy. Oh no. Now, who's gonna do top damage? Best Shadow, you can get PI. Hopefully the PI is gonna be back up when we get to the Syndragosa whelps. Because someone is probably gonna want it. I'm thinking the Shadow Priest as well, right there. Should be fine. Yeah, guys, please keep it in English. And what's the best way to learn a particular raid? IG in this case? I don't know. Example given. Naxxramas, do you have guides? I don't have guides for particular bosses. I would say the way to get good at those bosses is to just check the very old tank spot videos. I'm talking like those videos are specific for tactics, right? Any video that I'm gonna make is gonna have like some editing, some jokes in it, not tank spot videos. Tank spot videos are technically only for like tactics, and they're beautiful. They are absolutely beautiful. They might not cover every single class, but should be good. People from Balkan? Yeah, I know. I know it's very tempting to just talk in your own language, but it's better if everyone can understand. Basically that. We are everywhere, says Irma. And of course, I know. I've had a lot of Balkan friends in Holland even. Sergey and Peter. I think Sergey is Russian, but I actually knew a Peter that was from the Balkans. You know, Peter is a really normal name in Holland even. So he mixed right in. I guess in Balkan accent you'd call it like Peter or Peter. But in Dutch it's like Peter. Hey Peter, how's it going? Hey Abby, thoughts on discipline in a 10-man raid? Absolutely beautiful. I love discipline in 10-man raids. They might not be as good as like a Resto Druid, but I still think that like a Discipline Priest and a Resto Shaman is probably the best combination you can have. That way you can have a Boomkin in your DPS slot and you won't need a Shadow Priest. So I think, yeah, Discipline Priest, when you look at my perfect ICC 10-man setup, you're gonna find a Discipline. Stay connected and disinfected. Hey, I like that. I'll be the first Fear Guard. Wait, why is it all the way over there? That's completely impractical. Now what spell do I want to remove here? Alright, we'll do it like this. There we go. We did a good Fear Ward though. What is the best 2v2 arena composition? H-Pala and Arms Warrior for sure. Like, there's just so many of them, they always get good results. Sure, there's some other compositions that might specifically beat H-Pala Arms Warrior, but their existence is because H-Pala Arms Warrior is so freaking good. Right, like they exist because no one could find a way to beat H-Pala Arms on their current spec, so they had to like make an entirely new character. The H-Pala Arms Warrior for sure. Do you think about making your own guild, says Genova? Nah, not gonna make my own guild. Oh, we're gonna die, reset combat. If the first, I think first person to die from the boss gets DKP, so. Ah, I missed! No! I missed! Alright, we'll strike this boss down with Holy Nova. That's what I thought, boss. Can't touch this. Alright, so Unchained, you get it, and then like you stop casting, goes away, you explode, it's all good. Pain suppression, it's not enough. Is Paladin better as a tank or a healer? We were just quickly resetting combat, by the way. Don't worry, we didn't wipe. Is Paladin better as a tank or a healer? Question from Lexilu. I would say they are both incredibly good. Like as a tank and as a healer, they're both incredibly good. So good. If you needed to delete one of your characters, which one would you delete and why? Get that H-Pala right the fuck out of my account. Get the fuck out with that H-Pala. Holy shit, that is such a... Oh my god. If that ever happens, like, I'll have the Joker card in my hand. Get rid of that H-Pala. I don't like it. And the Protection Paladin, I still have it on Abi, so I wouldn't lose anything, really. I would lose Skyrim. I would lose a lot, I can't say it like that. Hurts. I would still lose an entire, like, character that I have a lot of good memories on. But... it's a duplicate, and I don't like Holy. FOF says, that's dwarf discrimination, you know? I think they prefer to be called little people, Mr. FOF, Mr. Discrimination. How much haste do you use on disc, says Diego? I am using 782 haste. You get a little bit of haste from your stuff. From this stuff. Sorry, I had to check something in the raid chat. You get a little bit of haste from your borrowed time. So if you cast the Power Word Shield and then do a penance, you'll still have like a lot of haste on it. Basically 50%, right? So that's a good amount of haste rating to have. I think I can push my global cooldown a little bit lower with like 862. But rip Skyrim indeed. Potato Cream says, what is the most broken class for dueling? I play Rogue and people say that Rogues are broken for dueling, but I think Frost Mages and DKs are much more broken. Yeah, well, a Blood DK with 14 or 1600 resilience, specifically with stamina setup, specifically made for dueling, is gonna be the most 8s thing. Anything specifically made for dueling is gonna be super 8s. You can set every class up to be super 8s for duels. You can go 1400 resilience. The thing is, in arena, you're not gonna have enough damage with that amount of resilience. In a duel, you don't care about that. All you have to do is out-sustain the other person, and eventually you win the duel. So a lot of classes can be super 8s on Rogue has the best lockdown, so that makes him good. Yeah, Rogues are very fun in duels. I love seeing them. I love seeing those duels, you know, like there's Rogues. They're doing their cheap shot combination and like all that shit. And then they like vanish, they reset in the middle of the combat, they hit the preparation, pre-midi, and they get more combo points, and my god, it's so much fun to watch. But yeah, Rogues are fierce in a 1v1. They're the best 1v... They're supposed to be the best 1v1 spec, let me say that, I do believe that. That's a lot of people here. I'm not gonna cast at all, if I have Unchained Magic. I have absolute faith in my healers. I'm just gonna chill. Not a fan of the Holy Pala? How come? Question from Toxicate. I just don't like playing it. I respect their potential, they're super strong, I just don't like playing them. I'll get the occasional Prayer of Mending in there to help out. Yeah. Oh jeez. Don't die, poor Magus. Alright. So you get Frost Beacons, and the first two names on that list are going to go left. The third and the fourth are going to go to the middle, and the last two are going to go to the exit there. Now, I didn't give them heal over times because I had Unchained. Like I said, I just have absolute faith in my healers, my co-healers. It seems like they also had a little bit of too much faith in other people though. That's fine, we'll get them out in time. We just gotta hide. And heal this boy up. Come on, come on. Oh, that was very close. Alright, Gala, there you go. Don't you think Red Pala is stronger in 1v1? Or maybe a Shadow? I'm not... I've said it so many times, like, I don't know exactly about PvP. Like, I'll tell you what I think is probably the case. Like, I think Rogue should be the best 1v1 spec. Like, it just makes sense for them to be a good 1v1 spec. But I just don't know. Can't tell you the answers. What I can tell you though is that when Blistering Cold is coming, you have to make sure that you have no stacks. So Gala, he has stacks, but he's keeping his stacks up, so he doesn't explode in the Blistering Cold. Alright, we are pushing it right here. I didn't get Unchained for once, so it's our turn to heal. We're the only healer without Unchained. So we'll have to drop some big tank heals. And go for the GTS, not that hole is gonna be taken into the thing. He Shadow Melts it, very good, and we don't have a tomb. Good job, well done. I'm gonna divine him. This boss is almost dead. Unchained Magic on me. That's fine, we'll finish it long before this Unchained is gonna wear off. There we go. Primordial, Phylactery, and a Heroic Conqueror mark. Stream just taught me the tactics, just great. Hey Tobias, thank you so much, man. And I saw you last week, went to ICC, almost LK, but almost 5.6 as Red Pala. Very nice, keep it up. You should be getting to that 4 set. Do you have 2 sets on 5.6? I do, I think you might have. That'd be good. Yeah, sounds great, man. Potato Cream says, what is the hardest class to master for PvP? Is Arms one of them? To master anything is difficult, right? To play well, Arms is probably... yeah, Arms is probably up there. You need a lot of macros, defensive play as well. But the hardest class to master, I wouldn't know, dude. Maybe a Hunter, maybe a Rogue. Definitely not an Elemental Shaman. Definitely not a multi-boxing class. The warrior wanted PI. I don't know. She asked for it on Discord. Christian says, why are you disciplined and not holy? You're gonna need at least one discipline priest in your raid. They're simply just too strong. They don't have overhealing. Technically, all of their healing is like... Well, all of their important parts of the healing, right? Like, the power word shield, it cannot overheal. So, they're pretty good. Yeah, they're strong. And Midmain says, yo man, do you even sleep? Every time I enter my YouTube, you're online. Even mornings. Well, that's the trick. My streaming schedule is perfectly set up, just so that you can watch me. I've done it all. Just for you. New Heavyweight Champ says, last time you said that it is recommended to stay near the Rosa before the blistering hits. Is it recommended to stay as close as possible when you're a healer? If you don't have Unchained, yeah, you can be pretty close. The thing is, if you're standing like this close to her, melee hitbox, or this close, that's not gonna be a big difference, but this close, that's a difference, right? So you don't have to be all the way up in her ass, you can take a few steps backwards, that's fine. Just be a bit close to her. What about the legendary healing mace on the priest? Not on this. It might be good on holy, it probably really is very good on holy, but discipline priest would lose way too much spell power that you get from Royal Scepter of Terranos. That Divalanir shield is just probably not even worth it. Because your biggest part is absorbing, not healing. Hey, when exactly do you need to Shadow Melt or Vanish the tomb so that you can avoid it? It's when the missile lands. So when you see that Frostbomb land is when you gotta... we got 2 dogs. When you see that Frostbolt land, that's when you gotta Vanish it. It's like on impact. Oh no. Okay, GTS is getting popped here, but I don't know if I can do anything about this. People are gonna die. This is a very desperate situation. If you've ever read The Art of War, this is a desperate situation. Backs against the wall. Or fight till the death here. Or heal till the death. I don't know which one sounds cooler. Don't you dare die, Night Beast. I'll keep your life alive. And you as well, Gala, don't you die. Oh man. The thing is, you can keep that up for a little bit, but then you start running out of cooldowns and shit. Alright, that was still fine. How do you deal with Unchained Magic in Phase 2 when the Blistering comes and you get pulled and you can't explode and wipe the raid? You predict it. A lot of this game is prediction. If you know that you're gonna get pulled by Blistering, and if you know that your Unchained Magic is going to run out and you won't be able to reset your stacks, then either Nitro boots the other direction and make sure that no one else dies, or reset your stacks early on with maybe a magic block, like ice block, something like that. Just the important thing is that you don't wipe your raid, right? Your DPS matters, but the raid health matters so much more. Hey Abby, can I trade soulbound items on Warmane? Nope, because I buy some items, and if I buy it, that means I can trade it, right? You can trade bind on equip items. You cannot trade soulbound items or bind on pickup items. Hey. So yeah, let's see here. I have 1 tier 10, says Tobias. I got a mark, that's very good. So my shoulders are quite good. Yeah, I got 264 there. I need just 10 frost and I can buy my helmet. Nice, nice, nice. Have a good stream, thank you mate. Helmet and shoulders, of course, that's a good prioritization. You can get the hands and the legs in PoE always. So that's a good prioritization right there. Good on you mate, well done. GRG says, what server? This is Warmanes 3.3.5 Icecrown server. Why is the top DPS always a rogue, says Metamin. Not always that case, you know. It is often the case, but not always. Not always. Let's take a look at DPS. I didn't even take a peek at their DPS. Yeah, the warrior beat the rogue on this fight. Inattentive might be a worthy target. Let's take a look at their ignite. 45 and 39. Very low, both. Oh well. 10 minutes on the flasks. All good. What a strange decay this is. Is it now a healer, says Jeriza? Yeah, we swapped over from Unholy Decay to Discipline because we had to. And Philippe Ferreira, thank you so much for the subscription. I do appreciate it. And hey, add-on name for the raid frames. This is just grid 1. So it's a very basic grid. I like it. It's very customized, of course, but you know, that's what you gotta do. So on this fight, as a ranged DPS or a healer, you'll want to spread out a bit, right? You want at least like 8 to 10 yards between everyone. Ranged DPSs are good for going all the way to the backline. Best shadow. Melee DPSs, they need to still stack up under the boss, and they'll have malleable boosts, as you can see right there. A few people did get hit. The rogue could Cloak of Shadows it. Nutella, use Cloak of Shadows! There you go, I helped him. He didn't do it. Fuck. Let's scroll down. Anyway, as you can see right there is the Vile Gas. That is why the range DPS is going to be spread out. Because if they're stacked, a lot more people are gonna get hit by that. It's gonna cause a chain reaction. It deals damage. If too many people get hit by that, or too many healers, the tank can die. The people can die. It's not good. And what is the hit rating cap for combat rogues, says Lazar? Hey, we just got jumped by this person. Thank you, person. I completely forgot I was reading a comment. Hit rating cap for rogue is 8% on the yellow hits and 26% on the offhand. So just stick to 8%. But getting a little bit more hit rating, it really won't hurt you. In fact, it will be pretty good to have a little bit more hit rating. Alright, there's one more malleable in the melee. We're spread out for Vile Gas, just like that. I would recommend you to use a range checker. I always turn it off at the beginning of the fight, because I think it's much better to know than to see. We're gonna get our third stack. You want to get these pungent light stacks, so you get inoculated and you take less damage from shadow. Now this is important, just a little bit later on. So right now the pungent light happens, and if you have some of those debuff stacks, you'll be able to take it quite well. Zorlak 303, thank you for the subscription, I do appreciate it. Alright, once again, you got the Vile Gas. Ah, I just barely got hit there. Oh well, that's the risk you take when you don't take the range checker. That's fine. Oh, Gala, there you go, PI. I forgot, but there you have it. Alright, Might of Blight, Narrow Bar Stalker Court, and the Face of the Forgotten. Not that great of a loot. And the name of that add-on, Esta, is Grit. Just Grit 1. Right here. Grit. Hey, can a Frost Decay beat a Rogue in DPS, says Ivo? Yes. If the Frost Decay is absolutely really skilled and gets the good RNG that he will need, and the Rogue gets RNG, and the Rogue is also of course very skilled, then the Frost Decay can beat the Rogue. Is it gonna happen often? No. Frost Decays require much more RNG to get that consistently good amount of DPS than the Rogue. It's Grit 2, says Ian? No, it's Grit 1. It's Grit 1, Ian, you liar. And Edin Lutz says, bro, what's your guild? My guild is Asperity. You can get into them. I think they recently opened up the applications. Got another subscriber, Nasir Jones, thank you so much for the subscription, I do appreciate it. The boss is starting. I can give you the application for the guild in just a second here. Don't pull. Alright. Peter Homer says, dankje, no problem bro, whatever I did, it's all good. Asperity Shifter. I misspelled it incredibly hard. Asperity Shifter, there we go. Copy this, I'll put this in the stream chat so you guys can see. If you want to make the application, there you'll have it. Like, I'm not an officer, I cannot give you a leg up or anything. You're gonna have to go through it. Alright, let's go ahead and get some shields up. On this boss, what you'll want to do is, we're gonna start with heroes, so we're gonna wait with the power infusion. You want to spread out a bit. Now, as a discipline priest, you have a lot of mobility. Every single global cooldown that you use, you can move. So you should use that. For example, that hunter, I let him stand there because I know that I'm a more mobile class than him. So it's much easier for me to walk away than for him. On top of that, as a discipline priest, your shielding on this fight is very important. As you can see, people with the shield aren't taking damage from the disease. Once the shield drops, they'll start taking some damage. Preferably, you don't want them to take any damage. Now this right here kinda sucks. You just gotta walk out of it. I should have seen it coming, but that's alright. You're gonna wanna stay spread, especially with your Holy Paladin. Never ever stack up on the Holy Pala. And the heroism is gone. So let's see if we can find Galadina. Now this is very risky what I'm doing right now. If we get Vile Gas while we're walking past the melee, that's not a bueno situation at all. Uh-oh. Where's this Galadina person at? Oh, there he is. Alright, we found him. Please, mate, use a mouse over macro for your abilities. I know you can, but I don't like it. I've tried it, I really don't like it. Like, at the end of the day, you just gotta play how you wanna play. I'm not gonna say that this is the preferred way of playing Disc. I know that when you look at APM, mouse over is is literally twice as useful, right? It's like twice as efficient. But it's alright. This is how I'm used to it. I can play like this, and that's basically the point. Hey Hobby, I want to try a fun build like a full haste, etc. Could you give me an ID and what class I should play? Holy Priest. Holy Priest is a healer that can take any stat and like prioritize on it and do differently with it than some other stat. If you wanna go full tank healer, full haste on the Holy Priest, feel free to do so. If you're gonna go for like 700 haste build or something specific like that, Holy Priest is gonna allow you so much room for just, you know, random fuckery. And Potato Cream says, what are the guild requirements? The guild requirements are 6.2 plus, I'm going to assume. Back of the First says, healer is so boring in my opinion. Yeah, that's why we're talking about tactics a bit, you know. It's fine. Oh, no, I want to solo. Okay, fine. I guess we don't get the slack. That's fine. Let's see here. Hey, Zorlak, thanks for the cheers, mate. Appreciate it. Yeah. We got a question from Afif. How is Elemental Shaman in PvE? And we get this question a lot. I'm always gonna say it's replaceable. Now I am really sorry, like I know Jelena has heard this specific answer a million times already, but it's replaceable. It has no unique utility to give, and the DPS is not good enough to warrant stacking Elemental Shamans, so Elemental Shaman is not good. I've actually been #1 DPS on Elemental, nothing to do here, just saying. But it's way too hard, it's way too DPS hoary. Like I was chain lightning the Valkyrs in the transit, like in the second phase, even though they were like way below 50% health. So it's possible. Like Magma Totem is really strong. But there's so many better classes. Like I was forcing PI on my Elemental Shaman at that point. You know, really going hard on it. It can be done. Is it worth it? No. I'm a 5.8 Frost Firebolt Mage. Am I geared enough to go TTW? Yeah, 5.8 should be fine. You gotta... Oh! Oh, wow. Yeah, 5.8 is fine. You gotta realize that you need a little bit more hit. So get ready for that. Uh-oh. Some people died. Uh-oh. Oh no. I guess this is a little bit of a scary pool. Should pay some attention. Get the fuck away from me, bitch! Pain suppression, I don't care, pain suppression. Oh my god, this is full pain suppression. Jesus, what a damage. Hey guys, how's your night? It's all going fine, Hijack Mods, thank you so much for asking. Hope you're also having a wonderful day, mate. And Alex Booning says, what do you think about Enhancement Shaman hobby? Enhancement Shaman is better than Elemental. It provides that unique utility that I have complaints about on the Elemental spec in the Strength of the Earth Totem. It might be a small amount of unique utility, but hey, it's unique, right? Enhancement on top of that, I think it has a much higher damage potential than Elemental, and that's why I want to gear one. It's on 5.7, but we'll get Banyo Tooie up there. Don't worry, we'll get back to that at some point. Frostmourne, like I said, hogging up a lot of our time. Damn, Frostmourne. That's all good. And could you recommend a good profession choice for a healing tanking paladin? I want to create one. So a good healing and tanking profession combination would definitely have to be engineering jewel crafting. I'm thinking about it, and tailoring doesn't provide anything for tanks. It's good for healers. Like I always say, the dark glow embroidery. I think it's the best thing for a healer to have from the profession. But engineering is still going to provide you with boots, nitro boots. On a holy paladin, you lack mobility. You are a casting glass. So being able to quickly reposition yourself, very good. Fragmentation bomb, that's alright too. You know, for the small amount of benefit that it is going to provide you, it is alright. So I would say jewel crafting, engineering. Go for that. What is best well, Nicola says, what is best add-on for? What is WoW add-on? Baroque combo points! Damn, Nicola, relax. We'll get to it, don't worry. I just use the default in-game thing. I don't use an add-on for combo points. You know, you can just check here. That's what I did. Jelena says, tailoring for tanks? No, tailoring is not for tanks. And YGA says, Abi, answer me now. On what of the other talents? On precision on warrior? Okay, so where do you put your precision talents if you don't need precision as a warrior? So like right here, Night Beast, she obviously doesn't need 10, so she took 2%. The talents where you could put those talent points is right here. You can max out Enrage, you can max out Heroic Fury, and you can max out Commanding Presence. All those things are going to be good for you. If you don't need precision. Of course you are going to have to need that armor span. Your arms sub 3 has to be looking good as well. Potato Cream says, can I apply? You can of course always apply. Like I said, I have no sway in the invites. You're just gonna have to work that out between the officers and you. And maybe I'll see you in this raid, man. $6.3k on Horde. I wanna raid with you sometimes, and the only thing I have on the lines is 5.7 Fury. Oh no, 5.7 Fury, they're never gonna accept that. No way. No way. Actually impossible. It's a waste of your time to make the application at that point. Alright, we're gonna stack on the green ooze because we are very mobile. Like I said, we have this mobility and we should use it. It's an advantage that we have. Now Volley has got that red ooze, so you want to start healing him quickly. Let the other healer, give the other healer some time to catch up, basically. You know. Once the other healers see that he's also taking a ton of damage, he'll be fine. He'll start getting a lot of heals, he'll get Resto Root heal over times, all that good shit. Alright, gonna move from the Malleable. About the tactics on P3 Heroic, as you can see, the A-Bomb is doing the ooze slowing. Unbound Plague, I usually just don't care about. Just ignore it completely. If you have it, pass it to someone, but beyond that, just completely just ignore it. You can keep it for like a few seconds, don't pass it too quickly. But that's pretty much the Unbound Plague. Now you're gonna get like a few things. Malleable Goo is gonna happen. It's going to come to the spot where a person is standing. When the Malleable happens and you don't have vision on it, like if I were to play like this, I could still see Malleable Goo is coming from my DPM, and all I'd have to do is move here, because I know that no one has been standing here, and it's gonna be fine. Oh, Katarina has targeted. I'm gonna bounce some Prayer of Mending between us. No, maybe not. I'll just heal her with Penance. Malleable Goo. Like I said, Malleable Goo, you don't have vision on the boss, doesn't matter. Just move where no one is. It's fine. Now our mana is actually a little bit low. That's fine, we have options. So what you want to do is cast Shadow Fiend and use Divine Hymn. Look at my mana jump up. 20% right there. And my mana bar is going to be completely full. In just a minute here. My Gaseous Bloat on Shadow Rune and Volatile on Topala. Alright, we're gonna share the damage with Topala. Shadow Rune's gotta move. There's no hero pop just yet, which I think is very weird. I'm gonna stack on the green yet again. It would explode again. Red is gonna retarget here. Bubble, bubble, bubble. Aw, man. No Divine Shield. That's fine. So close to being a good kill. One minor mistake, of course. If the Redus targets you, you gotta run away. Yeah, he had just put the wings on, so no one could give him a hop. 30 seconds internal cooldown for all forbearance spells after using wings. That's probably what happened. Like, there was more than enough time for anyone to react. If Sneaky would have had the Divine Shield, he would have, I know for a fact, he would have used it. I'm just gonna assume it's the wings. I'm just gonna assume it was the wings. What does your guild need the most? Any DPS in specific, says Potato Cream? I would say Boomkins are always welcome, but really any DPS. Like, just sign up, see if it's open. Shadow Priests, I know, are always in short supply. Like, in this raid, we only have one Shadow Priest, and it's someone's alt. You know, it's like a full best in slot character. I'm sure this person would have preferred to go on a different character and get some gear. Like, I don't mind about it, but maybe he doesn't either. And Nico Costa says, Abi, are you okay, my dude? Yeah, man, I'm all good. How you doing? Hope you're having a wonderful night yourself. And we might be hopping into DOC tonight. Awesome. Stay tuned for that. We already got rid of Sindragosa. If you've just tuned in, we're gonna go for PP and BQL, and then it's Lich King time. How long does an ICC run last on average? About 2 hours, 2.5 if you include the invites. Something like that, yeah. Agility or armor penetration gems for a hunter, says Yadach. You're gonna want to go for armor penetration if you're playing marksman hunter. If you're playing survival, you need agility, of course. If you're a marksman, stack up that armor penetration until 1400 and then get agility. You need to have 100% armor pen before you take any agility gems. It's gonna be good. Here. What are the most useful tank add-ons? You're gonna want Omen 3, a threat meter, very important. And you're gonna want the raid frames to see what happens to people. As a leader or as a tank, you are in a commanding position. Yeah, that's it. D-Note says, is that your main healer? No. Resto Shaman is my main healer. And hey, Javir, how you doing? Hope you're having a wonderful day, mate. And Dams Warmanes says, would they consider a 6.1k Unholy DK? You're just gonna have to check. I don't know. Yeah. Draenei or human for Shadow Priest, that's what you gotta get. I prefer Draenei for Shadow Priest because you're not a top DPS spec, so you should be providing the hit rating. As a mage, you can be selfish. I think as a mage it's good to go Gnome or human, because someone else should be providing the Draenei for you because you're top DPS. As a Shadow Priest, you're not top DPS, just get the Draenei, let's say. Or if you want a PvP, go for human. Let's see if I missed anything here. How do you make gold in Icecrown? I run Molten Core and I also run Zul'Gurub. And then we've got a €5 super chat from Ember with a smiley face. Hey Ember, thank you so much. We got 15 seconds on the pool. Let's get started here. We need a flask. Flask. Yeah, let's get started here on the pool. What? Why can't I? What the actual fuck? Oh, don't tell me. Oh my god. Yeah, this will happen every time that I play Discipline Priest. My 2 button starts breaking. It's not good. But yeah, thanks Emma. Appreciate it. My 2 button just stopped working. I don't know why this keyboard has it, but it's only when I play Discipline Priest. It must be because I'm smashing the fuck out of it. Alright, we're gonna stack on the green here. Make sure that we spread our damage between the people on the green. Gonna give the Bowel Infusion. Just a second here. Hopefully I gave it to the right person. I gave it to Lolbat. Well, that's fine. Ooh, that melees are gonna hurt. The less people you have stacking, the more damage they're all gonna take, so that's not good. The other thing that's not good is that I basically cannot use my flash heal at the moment. On Lolbat. Oh, Shadow Melded! Oh man. Are you kidding me? Actually kidding me. It's so bad. Oh, which one has more DPS? Shadow Priest or Boomkin is a question from C-Note. I would say Boomkin has a higher potential, but Shadow Priest is more consistent, right? Boomkin is gonna have a higher burst and a lower low damage, and Shadow Priest is gonna have like a really nice consistent damage. Yeah, this is very bad. Olma says they're full. Well, that's fine. After a few wipes, if we wipe a few more times, you're not even gonna want to join the guild, so it's not good. Greetings from the Balkans. See ya. Thank you, Milan. I do appreciate it. And TTW or FFB Mage, says Carlos. TTW is going to do more damage late game. FFB is more an early game spec or like a mid game spec, I guess. Yeah, TTW is gonna do like more consistent, more better, more longer for Abyss. One question that I have about PP Heroic: how do I know if I've spread Unbound away? Or can I spread it to people who have it already? Yeah, you can just spread it to anyone, really. It's an individual's responsibility that if Unbound Plague is out and if you already have like 7 or 8 stacks of Unbound, because every time you pass it, you're gonna increase the damage that you take, right? So you pass the Unbound and you keep passing it, and if you happen to have like 5+ stacks on the Unbound, spread away from everyone. That way you're not gonna get many more stacks and you'll be able to survive. And where are you from, Hobby? Says Martin Blue. I'm from Holland. Anton says I'm ignoring him again, but that's fine. I was, in the middle of a fight. I'll get to it in a sec. Lazar says that Disc is the most boring spec in class in... Oh! Lazar says, what is the most boring class in spec in your opinion? I almost want to say Discipline, but it really isn't Discipline. Most boring spec in class is Holy Pala. But that's for me personally, right? Embe is like, oh no, I have Unbound, panic, and then I lose 3k DPS. Well, if you keep a visual on your character, when you have Unbound, you're gonna see that there's like giant gas clouds around you. They almost make like an 8 around you, like that. When you pass it, you're gonna see that that person now has it, like, it's a dark greenish color. So you pass it, you see that it's gone from your debuffs, you jump away from him, so you have, some social distancing. And yeah, he can take the Unbound take. What's the best rogue, says Nicola? Combat. Combat is, in my opinion, the best. Let's see here, I have a question, says Xhashi. What do you think is more fun, Paladin or Rogue? I'm not looking for top DPS, but like top 5. Well, Rogue is in the top 5 DPS classes, Paladin isn't, so yeah, Rogue. So Anton was in the chat, he said, sell characters, buy gold, easy. How you do it. I feel like I said, I feel like I missed something earlier from Anton. That's alright, sometimes I do miss a message. If you really want your question answered, just feel free to ask a second time. Alright. And the most boring DPS spec in my opinion, C-Note? Elemental Shaman, man. It is very easy, it is very boring, and it's bad because of it. Like, there's no no small intricacies that you can do on Elemental to make it better. All you have is the baseline rotation, and it's very boring. Not a lot of fun. How is H-Pala boring? You got massive heals, DSAC, Aura Mastery and stuff. You control the raids, says Olma. Now I get it, I just don't like it. Like, that's the whole thing that I have with it. And my 2 button is still broken, man. I should have tried to fix that. I'll give the PI on the double boost phase. For now, the A-bomb just gets spawned. The A-bomb gets buffed by paladins and by druids, so it's a little bit stronger. And you're basically gonna push this on 31%. We're gonna push this on a very specific timer. DPS has just been told to stop their DPS. And as you can see right now, 81% he'll start casting Unstable Experiment. That's when you can push him into the transition phase. When you do it properly, there's not gonna be a green ooze. He's gonna skip a green ooze entirely. And both of the things have spawned now. Alright, naive. Oh, I can't use Power Infusion because that's on shift too. Right, that's the issue that I've had. I should have really stacked with that. But this is kind of catching me off guard. This whole my number 2 button on the keyboard's not working. That's not so good. Ah, malleable. Alright, that's fine. Rejuve gives the A-bomb energy. Yes, Rejuve and the shield from the discipline are both gonna give the A-bomb some energy. Really enjoy your good mood. I'm smiling as well, so still bias. Ah, that's nice to hear, mate. Thank you so much for the 17 DKK. I do appreciate it. And let's pop the thingy here, the GTS. We're still gonna keep an eye out for Malleable Goose. As you can see, it's kind of curving into our way. Red Ooze is about to spawn, so what you want to do is get some distance from it, just so that you don't get clipped by it immediately. There you have it, it's on top poly. Make sure you give him some heals, because he will be taking some damage. You don't usually use Renew a whole lot, but on those kind of targets, I do think it's worth it to just go ahead and pop down the Renew. Malleables, not coming my way. Now we're gonna push him on a very specific phase again. When there's no oozes up, that's when you're gonna want to push him. Alright, they're gonna go a Monotite. I'm gonna go for Divine Hymn. Lolbat is very much out of position right there, but that's alright. We'll keep him alive. Naive, you can... Oh no, that was a bad PI, we still had heroism. Oh well. That's fine. Gonna finish this green and we'll be back on the boss. That won't reach, don't worry about it. Alright. Let's get your people out of these puddles, and choking gas, malleable is still going to happen. It happens throughout the entire fight, except for like phase 1. So if you really want to like min-max this entire phase, you'll basically want everyone to stand behind a fake line that the tank is going to draw. The closer you stand to the slime puddle, when a new slime puddle spawns on top of my face, for example, the less room it's going to take up in the room, right? So if your DPS is a bit low in your guild run, perhaps, you can have your people stand as close as possible to the slime puddle. Now you gotta of course realize malleable goo, don't be too stacked, and don't be too close to the PP. You always want to stay at least like 15 yards away from the PP, otherwise you're gonna get goo and you're gonna get choking. Fire Mage gets boring sometimes, to be honest, yeah. If you don't get crits on Fire Mage, oh. And C-Note thinks that DPS from Hunter is boring? No, that's very hard in my opinion. Gotta go through a lot of things. Like the trap specs and everything, it's very insane. Fire Mage is just spam 1 till you get the proc? Yeah, 1 and the Living Bomb. It does get a bit tiring, for sure. Zamatrix says, what is the point of playing Discipline? Don't they get outshined by Holy in every way? Oh no. What makes them viable? What makes them viable is the fact that Holy is incredibly hard to pull off, like, properly. And if you pull it off properly, Discipline Priest is just gonna have to push 1 button. I'm gonna fix my keyboard, by the way, like, I'm gonna take a pen, put it right underneath this 2 button. Make sure it doesn't fly off into a random direction when I pull it off. Now we're gonna make sure that that thing works by pushing it even harder. So here's my 2 button. Alright, that seems fixed. I don't know what it is, but it's my keyboard. It's my evil PC, man. He's turning off my 2 button. It has to be. David Kurdadze has just subscribed. Thank you so much, David. I do appreciate it. And Discipline Priest is basically going to be able to fight the Holy Priest by only doing this, right? Because that's what we were talking about. By pressing one button and just going down the list like this. You could give Discipline Priest to a monkey, and eventually he's gonna figure out how to play Discipline Priest, to some extent. But Holy is very hard. Abi, my dude, what is harder to gear, a Shadow Priest or a Boomkin? Ooh, Boomkin, because you can't need on the gear that you need. You're a leather spellcaster that needs cloth gear and you can't need on it because you're restricted to leather gear. So gearing a Boomkin is fucking AIDS, dude. Especially in RDF tier because, yeah, it's not good. SKLJ says, where are you from? I'm from Holland. Alright, we're getting HOP. What we're gonna want to do on this boss is make sure that as a healer that we're super spread out from everyone. The empowered shock vortex should not hit us. If it hits us, then either a ranged DPS is mispositioning, or I'm not like or I'll be like in a misposition myself. So like right this is fine. The range check for this is actually 15 yards. I think it's 12. Let's take a look. 12 yards. If I get blown, it's definitely 15. Alright, Divine Hymn on the hop. There we have it. This will help out the raid group a lot. It will make the melees, it will give them basically a safe passage back to the boss, while they're taking damage from Shadow Prison. Which on Heroic, you get Shadow Prison when you're moving. The more you move, the more damage you take. How do you reset it? You stand absolutely still. Now Blizzards were some smart boys and they were like, hey, but what if we make you move? Ah, I got it boys. I got the kinetic. There are mechanics on this fight that are of course gonna force you to move, like this right here. You're gonna get stacks while you're flying. You see that? I got 2 stacks while flying. So keep those stacks of Shadow Prison on the low, stand still as much as you can, and just worry about the boss mechanics at that point. The Blood Mirror basically forces you to only DPS the Blood Mirror target. So you gotta be careful of who has that Blood Mirror, and every time that someone does have a Blood Mirror, his potential is increased. Empowered Shock Vortex is nothing more than simply an Empowered Shock Vortex. You can see it right there on the right side. That's just a normal Shock Vortex. Once Kelesset gets it, of course, big tank damage. I'm sure you're all familiar with it. We might have to give him pain suppression right here. Shock Vortex in your ass. No! Alright. I should have probably given him pain suppression there, but alright. What are your melee DPS mains, C-Note? You got Kelesset Seducer, Sanguine Silk Rope, and the Mail of Crimson Coins. Does anyone remember Bakker? He like swore on his life that this was best in slot for H-Pala. It was funny. My melee DPS mains are Retribution Paladin and Fury Warrior and maybe... no, just that. Although recently I really have been getting outshined in my Fury Warrior by just about anyone in Asperity, so we might have to like get better at that. Hey, Abi, is Tosk Maximize Risk Guard good for Retribution Paladin? If another class needs it, I wouldn't ever give it to the Retribution Paladin, Robertas. It's like, if nobody needs it, sure, you could use it, it's not the end of the world, but if like a Feral or a Rogue needs it, or freaking hell, a Hunter needs it, I would not give it to the Retribution Paladin. No. And this is the 3.3.5 Icecrown server, David. And Martin Blue says, do you listen to Nazir Jones? I don't know. I don't think so. If that's like an artist, I've never heard of him. I'm so sorry. And Oma says, at Abi, yo, is it worth doing Rapture on a best in slot combat rogue? Yes. I just answered you, David. It's Warmanes 3.3.5 Icecrown server. Todor says get Umbrage, yes. The Tusk is fine, but it's so not best in slot. On red 3, you're just gonna want Umbrage, and before that you can take the Polar Bear Claw Bracers. And before that you could even take the Malicus Vem Bracers from Pit of Soron Heroic. Let me scroll up a bit, make sure that I didn't miss any interesting questions. Ray Powers in the chat. Hey Ray, how you doing? Hope you're having a wonderful day, mate. But that's important. Yeah, okay, that's alright. If I missed something important, I'm sorry I missed it twice. You're gonna have to just retype it. We're gonna use our Fear Ward before the fight starts, because this boss has a mechanic, it's called Fear, and we're gonna Fear Ward ourselves and dispel our friends. Now, there's not too much to talk about mechanics in this fight. Of course, like, I'm just gonna be spamming Power Word Shield on the Discipline Priest. That's just gonna be that. There's a few things to talk about, few intricacies that we might have to worry about, but we'll see. And Robertas, I already answered you, mate, it's not good. I wouldn't give it to the red tree. Just get Umbrage, get Polar Bear Claw Bracers, but like, please, like, I already answered you, mate. 90% of the classes have 2 to 4 buttons, that is very true. Alright, so Fear Watch yourself and spread out a bit. There's few things in this fight. The number one thing of them is that she will use a link. Now this link is gonna be linking 3 people together, and it's gonna force those 3 people to walk together, like right here. You see? They'll be linking up, and then boom, the link is gone. Good. The other thing to worry about is gonna be the flames. Especially for the melees, this is very important. Let's see here. Who even got the bite? Night Beast. No, she got the flames. Well, anyway, there you go. There you go, Gala. You got the PI. The flames will be handled just like that. If a melee gets it, she or him is gonna move to the wall and just spread it around the wall. Same thing will go for range DPS. I'm sure we'll see it later on here. As a Discipline Priest, it's good to just keep some shields on the range DPS and just to go for the Prayer of Mending on the melee. It should pretty much be on cooldown the entire fight here. Just throwing it in the melee there. The third small thingy here is that we're gonna get Farming Shadows on Tospala, but he went ahead and used Divine Shield, so it's not a big deal. We're gonna get some splash damage every now and then. Those blood bolts that you'll see coming out of her wings or wherever they come from, they'll be doing some splash damage. The more stacked you are, the more damage you take. This is why you're gonna want to spread out. Especially the melee, you'll want to make like a triangular group formation so that there's 3 spots. The tanks should be one of the spikes, and the DPS should be the other 2 spikes. Like, you'll see that range DPS is getting nuked so much like less than the melee. It's because they're all stacked. Now the next Swarming Flames and the next Fear is incoming at the same time. So Umagus actually went ahead and got that Flames. He ice blocked it, which is really good, because now I can Mass Dispel this bullshit. Gonna want to get that Mass Dispel on your melees immediately. Make sure that they don't lose like even a second. I actually mistimed it there. We don't have the... Alright, we're just gonna go ahead and shield the squishies real quick. Spread out a bit, boys. That was way too much damage from like that small amount of blood boils. As you can see, we're standing near the melee. It's not something you ever want to do as a ranged. We got the heroism up. We need some mana, so Shadow Fiend plus Divine Hymn. And we should be full on mana in just a second here. Why don't you use Mars over Macros, says Kager? Because this is how I'm used to it. I'm not gonna change it. Paul Crocodile says, at Abi, I can't really gear up my Shadow Priest because I don't. We're gonna link with the melee right here. Because I don't have luck for items. Well, rip. I was thinking of gearing as a Discipline, easy raids, and when I get good items as a Discipline, I'll roll for Shadow. I bet that's what a lot of people said before they made Discipline or Resto Shaman. I've heard this story before, Paul. If you just want to play as a Discipline Priest, you gotta play until you're best in slot, in my opinion. Otherwise, the gearing progression is gonna mix up and it's not gonna be very efficient. We got Conqueroic and Bloodfall. Pretty good. Abi, what judgment is the best to spam for Retribution? Is it Judgment of Wisdom? Yes. If there is no Judgment of Light, you are gonna need to use Judgment of Light, even on the Retribution Paladin. Retribution of Light is simply that important. If we take a look at the healing done on BQL, then you'll see that... hold up. That's a Blood Parasite. On BQL, you're gonna see that the healing that the H-Pala has done is 37% Judgment of Light. If you are a Retribution Paladin, you're gonna get the exact same output with that Judgment of Light. If there is no Judgment of Light, you're simply missing a very important raid tool. So keep in mind, if there's no Judgment of Light, use it. If there is a Judgment of Light, use Judgment of Wisdom. That simple. Yeah, just like Jelena said, Zai, Discipline Priest is necessary. You're gonna need at least one of them. Especially for LK, it's so good. But in general, they're just very good to have, because that absorbing that you do, it's not actually potentially an overheal. It might fall off, sure, but in a lot of situations it really won't. This healing is such a little amount of overhealing that, like, look at that. The Shadow Priest had more overhealing than the Discipline Priest. Alright? That's how efficient a Discipline Priest is. Yeah, Judgment of Light for healing, Judgment of Wisdom for mana. That's exactly what it is, Ethan. And Philip says, hey, at Abi, why are you shielding tanks and prioritizing platers over casters? And especially healers? Question mark and exclamation mark and many more times. It depends on which fight you're in. If you're in BQL, the melees are much more prone to get nuked by either their shitty flames that they put and by the blood bolt splash damage that I was explaining in the middle of the fight. The more people you have standing around, the more splash damage is gonna do. On BQL, those melees are very vulnerable. Lazar says you missed the donation. No, Tobias definitely donated the DKK 17 as the last donation, and I did not miss that, Lazar. I was on it. But yeah, it kind of depends on fight to fight, Philip. Like on this fight, I'm not gonna be prioritizing tanks. I'm not gonna be prioritizing melee. I'll be prioritizing range DPS, because infest, right? Yeah, the overhealing is all from Vampiric Embrace, that's very true, Jelena, but still. It just goes to show that it's very efficient healing. It's not because I'm good at the class or something, it's just because it's that freaking efficient. And you know, even though, like, you don't have the craziest output, you do have the most unique thing. You're adding health to people. You're not healing them, you're giving them a buffer of stupid. If they fuck up and a Discipline Priest shield is on them, it's gonna hurt a lot less than without the Discipline Priest shield. And Nasir Jones says, why don't you play music while streaming? Ah, well, I feel like not everyone is gonna like the same song. If you wanna have music on, you can always open a second tab of YouTube, listen to your favorite playlist, you know. I feel like if I were to do any kind of music, you're gonna have people who are tuning out simply because they don't like the music. And that's an issue. Alright, anyway. Let me make sure that this is sorted. Aziz Medioniu has just subscribed. Thank you so much, Aziz. I do appreciate it. Resto Shaman and off tank. Alright, let's get started with the shields. Because shielding has to happen 25 seconds before the fight starts as a Discipline Priest on LOD. So you're actually looking to get started a bit early. I'm gonna be stupid and open Discord and ask for help. Thanks. Please dispel your power word shield. I'm stupid. There you have it. Please dispel power word shield. It's all good. Even if he procs it, it's not the end of the world, really. There we go. There's the infest. And now we're just gonna want to prioritize squishy targets. Our job is infest. Now I'm not gonna talk too much about tactics here because I actually have like a big responsibility in this fight. We're Mr. Responsible here. Alright, get the Feral a shield, get that Resto Shaman a shield. And get myself a shield. Now we're gonna start off at the right side and once again just go through all of the targets. We're not gonna be on the dispels. I did make sure that that was sorted. I'm gonna drop that PI. I really should have dropped that PI a lot sooner. If anything, you can take that away from this stream. Do better PIs than me, because I suck at them apparently. I shouldn't have to shield the Shadow Priest, but he's in the healer group, and I will often just forget about that entirely. Alright, start a Tonka. Just got the spelled. Nice damageroo. There we go. Big infest on the melee. We can do better than that. That's fine. We'll shield Night Beast, because she's one crazy girl. She's gonna take that aggro. Alright, nice damage with the Prayer of Mending. There she goes. There's the aggro I was worried about. It's like I'm some kind of fucking prophet. We'll be able to resurrect her probably. Gotta get that infest off of people ASAP. Now I might have to use Mana Him here. Devoted is very, very far away from me. I'm not a big fan. Prayer of Mending on the melee is still a good call here. Still want to do it. There's the one shot. I was so afraid of that. I think we have the Soul Stone on that person. Soul Stone. Damn, I'm getting wrecked. Like, do I have to divine him here? I don't wanna. Oh. Oh. There you go, that wasn't my call, but... yeah, let's just keep it up. Alright, gonna heal this person up. Now this is gonna suck. This infest right here is always gonna suck. That wasn't even that bad. But you basically just don't have time to reset all your shields. What you can do is you can give the protection paladin or the protection druid or whatever. You can give the tank, you can give it some shield right before the soul reaper hits. That'll help out a little bit. Wow, it's very bad. Also, it's not really efficient. Alright, we're just gonna have to do better. Alright, infest is in 5 seconds. We're basically racing that TBM timer right there. Alright, there we go, that was a better infest. Did they fix the icy spheres? I think they have Warrior Within. Either that or my guild literally just stopped using that weak ass abuse exploit bullshit. I was really against that since day one. Since like whenever I saw it I was like, ugh. You're putting the pet on there just to ignore some spheres, really? Like, you're gonna draw the ire of some kind of GM at some point. Like, I'm talking a game master, right? Not a guild master. Like, it's not gonna be good. Alright, Soul Reaper. I'll shield it. I still have PI up. Yeah, we're gonna use Hero right now, but... Third Defile is incoming. Alright, Night Beast, very well done. Very well done, of course. You can expect that from Night Beast. She is a beast. Alright, this infest is gonna suck. I'm getting ready with the GTS. Ah, that was a pretty good infest. You see how much fucking heals that Prayer of Mending did right there in the melee? It's insane. If you time it properly, like... It's crazy. Oh shit, this is old healing, huh? I'm so sorry, guys. So sorry. You know, that's fine. My Eve is still on that thing. We haven't used Shadow Fiend a single time. I'm gonna use it right here. Because those Ragings, they could use a little bit more damage. That's fine. Doesn't hurt. I could use a bit more mana. I hope I didn't get any innervates, because I really don't need them. That's not like, I'm not trying to be cocky, but they're better served on a different healer who might actually need them. Alright, let's get the Prayer of Mending. I sometimes like to throw in a few Prayer of Healings in there, but I'm always disappointed by how much they actually do. We're gonna get the spheres here. Kill the spheres, please, people. Please, people! Ah! Alright, we got the spheres. It's all good. Get Prayer of Mending, get some shields up. Those shields will serve us good when they go inside. Let's see, LK one-shots this ball. Oh yeah! You should get the following achievement, Master in Multitasking. Nah. If I was a Master in Multitasking, I would not have this giant penis that I have. Okay, fine. I'm not gonna make that joke again. It's alright. It's 2020, right? It's not time for those jokes anymore. We gotta have like jokes that are... Yeah, I'll stop. Do you always keep Prayer of Mending on cooldown, or do you wait for the time when you need it, when you can't shield your teammates? In a 10-man, I keep it for the timer when I can't shield my teammates, but in a 25-man, it's much better to just throw it out there. You're always gonna have people that are unshielded. Okay, make sure nice damage is all nice and healed up. Now in the last phase, you don't really have to go ham on the shields anymore, and you can really focus like on tank healing. Tank healing on a disc, but what? Yes, 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 I know it sounds absurd, but it's very okay. Having that flash of light continuously raining down. You don't need to stand behind the boss, by the way. You can get some shields up for people that seemingly have aggro from spirits. Like right there, my Eve had aggro from a spirit. I could see that because he lighted up. So I'll know that he needs a shield. That's basically how you do that in the last phase. Best Shadow got clapped somehow. Kind of a shame. That's fine. Prayer of Mending right there. Nice damage. Best Shadow. There you go. Get renewed. What was the worst bug on Warmane? Sector says Storm Chops. I'll say Judgment of Justice on Lich King. If you've ever experienced what that was like, holy shit, that's too easy. That was very, very easy. Right, so yeah, just throw up the Prayer of Mendings, get some shields up. You should be fine. If you take a look at like the recount here, or the SCADA, you cannot... It's kind of fun if I see that like in an endgame guild, you know. You can clearly see where what class shines. Like for example, this constant AoE, we're moving, there's AoE barrages. Resto Druid is gonna be king here. You cannot deny that, it just simply is the most output. If you get like the dogs, for example, you can clearly see that H-Palas are shining there because of that sudden, not constant damage. We're gonna fade it. I see that I have aggro and we're gonna use fade, right? That way I'm gonna lose all of the aggro on the spirits and they're gonna go to another target, which I will then use a shield on. So you don't have to stay behind the tank, you can easily stay spread, it's a bit better for defile as well. Like right now I got the aggro and I don't have fade. Fade is up for 4 seconds, oh no. I guess it's better on Shadow Priest. You got the reduced cooldown of fade. Lol. Alright, there we go. Anoop says, I am late! Yeah. Sector, the Storm Chops basically melted bosses. It was pretty bad as well. The Lich King Judgment of Justice basically made it so that you could use Judgment of Justice on him. You could kite him around, he would be at 100% movement speed. If you had a Paladin with Pursuit of Justice, the 15% movement speed increase, you could actually outrun the Lich King and just kite him in circles. Not gonna lie, I did abuse it when it was live. I killed Lich King by just having him like a dog, like a leash, you know. I leashed him around the entire platform. He didn't hit me a single time. Ethan says, I'm watching your stream, but your words ain't matching up to your lips and I don't know what's happening. Maybe just some YouTube lag, I don't know. We're still gonna go to TOGC tonight. Maybe Ruby Sanctum, we'll have to see what the officers say. As far as damage on useful targets is concerned on this fight, the Rogue was top DPS, Mage was second, and I forgot to use BI, so I blame myself. Once again, I can critique myself. And Samir says, how the hell is LOD so easy for you guys? Not a single drop of sweat? Well, I stay incredibly calm, but people in Discord are like, you know, they're not shouting, but they're giving commands. They're on edge. I'm sure that a lot of people got sweaty hands right now. I'm sure of it. Probably not Velmi. Like, you're talking about combined 20 years of experience in these two names right here. We'll stay calm, you know. But a lot of people who might not be that experienced, they might get a little bit sweaty hands. That's alright. Feral is top DPS. It's a shame to those Magus. This is a cut-up recount. This was only the last phase. As you can see, it's 2 million. My SCADA got cut up in 2 parts. I'll get you the full SCADA in just a moment. I'll get it from someone in the raid chat. I'll go ahead and ask for it. I'll see if I can provide it for you guys. Paul says, I keep reminding the first time I killed LK, and when this moment happened right here, everybody died. I panicked so much I almost rage quit. I remember that, man. Alright, we got Zonk right here. The damage done for total was Warrior was in the top lead right here, 8.9 million. Mage was second with 8.9 million. The other mage was on 8.6. Feral was on 8.5 million in total damage. And Gala was on 5th with 8.4, and after that it just goes down little by little. You're gonna see a big jump here to 7 million, and then probably a big jump to 6 million as well. Yeah, like you can see. Right there, so a bunch of people on 9 million. Very competitive DPS tonight, to be honest. We got Primo, Vanquisher, Valen Rush, and Oathbinder. What is the raid time in your guild? In server time. I think it's 22:45, that's when the invites start. Can you do the PvP special on a different class other than Paladins as Jelena? Nah, it's gonna be Pala Jelena. Boost my level 30 in Scarlet Monastery. And yeah, that's some riveting stream content, huh? We'll see if we go to Ruby Sanctum or TOGC. We're definitely not done, so stay tuned. And Paul called the one shot. It's right, man. You did. You did, and did it, yeah. Andrea says, woo, woo! I'm trying not to shout too much, because I do have upstairs neighbors, you know, it is 2 AM. But I kind of want to do a Ric Flair woo for you, Andrea, but we might have to do that tomorrow, in the afternoon. On night, actually. And Adem Youssef says, I've been following your stream for like 3 months now, and I'm really thinking about coming back to WoTLK on Warmanes, should I? Well, Adem, it's up to you, man. You can go to Frostmourne, and I would suggest that if you're just coming to the server right now. I tell you to check out Frostmourne. Because it is an experience. You're not gonna experience that experience a lot of times. Unless a big private server does that again. So yeah, hop into Frostmourne if you want. It's all good. And Leviathan says, what weapon are you using? Royal Scepter of King Theranos II. And yeah, let's go get this. So yeah, let's see if we're going to go to Ruby Sanctum or TOGC. We'll have to wait for the officers to decide. I would of course prefer TOGC for immortality. Alright, let's see this sit animation. Yeah, Martin, I don't think we'll go to Scarlet Monastery. Alright, let's sit. Oh my god. That's me in real life. That's actually me in real life. Not gonna lie. Yeah. And what weapon? Oh, Leviathan, you probably mean the transmog, huh? The transmog is, yeah, I don't remember what it was. It's some Naxxramas mace. It's in my bank. I'll go check it out. We have a few minutes anyway. What is the most DKP you spent and on what? I've spent, like 8k DKP on Mimiron's head. I bought it in Dignity. I went like almost all in on that. Like months of DKP. And Ian says, do you have some time to check my hybrid TK tank? Yeah, let's take a look. The officers are still deciding. Warmane Armory, I'll take a quick peek at Ollie. That's all good. I would love the OGC, but we'll see. Alright, so me... Right, I'm using someone's fucking groin. My Exnas femur. That's the weapon I'm using. I just like the way it looks. Who saved? Press no. I guess I'm not saved. Alright, Icecrown, Ollie. Death Knight, that's the one that we're looking for. Do you have the Spectral Tiger mount, Eve? No, I don't have it. I have the Spectral Celestial Steed, but not the Spectral Tiger. Loot Council is better than Deco B on all occasions. Loot Council is going to give you a fuckload of drama. But if you want that, then, you know, yeah, go ahead, use Loot Council. Don't tap Disease Dark Command, so this is a tanky spec without I don't like it. Doesn't have Will of Necropolis. Why would you want improved Frost Presence instead of Will of Necropolis? Can you get here? 49. You take 1 point out of this. I'd much rather have a single point in Will of Necropolis than 2 points in this. Killing Machine on the tank. Well, there's nothing better to take. You're gonna need a few points in that, but no, I don't like it. Will of Necropolis is the reason why Blood Decay is better than Frost Decay. So, I don't like it. I don't like it. I mean, let's take a look. Maybe that was his normal talent tree. What is this hybrid? No, this seems to be Blood Decay DPS. I know about this. This looks fine. Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna be Ruby Sanctum. That's kind of hates. But, that's fine. Alright, let's make our way over to the Ruby Sanctum. We'll get started. And how does your guild do factions on 25 heroic? My guild is still stuck on that part of DOC. I think it might be a coordination problems or tanks. I don't know. The faction champions cannot be tanked, so if you... Alright, officers are still taking a minute to see whatever everyone has to do. Hey, someone waving at us. I'll wave right back. And we handle the faction champions basically by having everyone play as defensively as possible while we're nuking down single targets, right? Come back. What you're gonna want to do is have someone as a elemental shaman or enhancement shaman be on purge duty. Andrea says, I'm SFX and you wanted to duel me on this garbage? Dude, I'm sorry, but I'm gonna destroy you. It's not even fair. Like, it's not fair. It's not a real fight. Like, I'm not gonna accept the fight even at this point. But it's oh, a corpse explosion. I like it. Gotta get blood cake plate though. Very good. Old desolation. All right. Yeah, that's alright. I'll stop judging people. You know, I'll be a nice person. I'll stop it. But yeah, you're bursting down the rogue, you're bursting down the warrior, you're bursting down the frost decay. You really gotta burst those down. Get the purges, get the tranquilizing shots from the hunter. They also dispel a magical effect, so keep doing that. And Martin Blue says, can you tell me what EUF item should I get, or do you need to inspect me? Well, you're level 30, so can you get EUF? I don't know. Are you playing the Holy Spec with your priest? If you do, which fight do you prefer to play, or any special situation? I like swapping to Holy for VDW. So you can have the Guardian Spirit, that's it. I prefer Disc over every single other fight. I haven't done Ulduar as a Discipline Priest. I haven't done Ulduar as a Holy Priest. I won't be able to tell you that. But in the fights that I have done, I prefer Discipline Priest any day. I'm 4.8k. Yeah, Andrea, it's not fair. I'll whip out my like 6.7 Retribution Paladin, full rat, full Shadowmourne, everything. That's how I PvP. I'm not fair. Oh no. Let's make our way over to the Ruby Sanctum here. And can you check my warrior talents and tell me if I should keep playing with them, Paul? In-game name is Waru and Negru, the warrior that I'm about to transfer to Alliance. Yeah, I'll take a look. We got a minute for Ruby Sanctum. Take a second to get started. So let's see, the name is Waru and... Go ahead, copy that. Because that's too many vowels for me. Alright, there we go. Copy it. Let's take a look. Dragons of Justice. I like it. Let's scroll down a little bit. Let's make sure our character has the right trajectory into Ruby Sanctum. And let's check it out. So, just taking a quick peek at your comment and seeing what you wanted exactly while I enter Ruby Sanctum, because this is done. I should just do one thing at a time. Sometimes it's really not effective to multitask. And yeah, check the warrior and if I should keep playing with them. Basically the talents. So I'm gonna skip the gear because I'm sure that a few more people are gonna want me to check their character. So I'll take a quick peek here. I like the arm spec, that's good. 3, 5, 5, 5, 18, it's good. I don't like this part. This first part, it's fucking horrible. This is fine. I'll go over why this is horrible, by the way, just in a sec. This is fine, this part right here, and the rest, it seems fine as well. This is a big preference. I love this Heroic Fury, but it's preference, like I said. What you're gonna want to do for sure is take some points out of Unbridled Wrath, take some points out of Commanding Presence, and then you have 10 points, right? Those 10 points you're gonna deposit in Piercing Howl and Improved Cleave, and perhaps a few points in Enrage if possible. Commanding Presence, it's very good to have, it's true. Even Dobrev, thank you so much for the subscription, I do appreciate it. Commanding Presence is good to have, and Unbridled Wrath is but Improved Cleave is so good. Piercing Howl is so good. You're gonna want to swap those talents around just a little bit. Let's see how the raid group is getting sorted out here. Yeah, it seems fine. We'll give them a few more seconds. Take a look at some comments. I was joking about the level 30. Oh, that's fine, man. Wait, you were just trying to get me to Scarlet Monastery so you could gank me. You're actually a horde, aren't you? That's what it's about. I'm on to you. Throw a quick look on my warrior Brumbo. Got some updates for 5-set, bonus capped, hit, ARP, and expertise cap now, says Elik. Yeah, let's take a look at Brumbo. We've taken a look at this character a few times. Let's see if he's finally got his shit together. Take a look. Oh yeah, it was this this weapon transmog. You guys remember it? So let's take a look. Hit rating 8% and precision talent, huh? No! Oh, very good. Yeah, very good. Okay, I see. I see. Like I said, the Heroic Fury, I prefer it. It's a big preference. You don't have to like it. But it's looking fine. Let's take a look at the gear. We did get another subscription. Pavle Jovanovski, thank you so much for the subscription. I do appreciate it. My camera does seem a little laggy, to be completely honest with you guys, but that's fine. Alright, let's check the gear. That's good. That's good. I don't like the 10 all stats there. If you can get the 10 all stats on some other piece and get the socket bonus like that, it's gonna be much better than the 4 strength. But yeah, that's fine, that's fine. You got the right scope, double berserking, that's very good. Yep, it's enchanted as well. Mining, jewel crafting, you're still gonna want to take that engineering. Yeah. Thank you so much for the subscription, Reopern. Do appreciate it. Still can't pronounce it, but thank you so much, mate. Looking fine, Brumble. Looking good. Alright, let me take one more quick peek at the expertise. You're a bit expertise overcapped, but it should be fine. Dragons of Justice is a guild of gypsy ninja looters. Alright. Okay. What is your latest level 80 Frostmourne excluded? Banyo Tui, the enhancement shaman. You check my character as well. It's Paxoni on Frostmourne. And Potato says, don't forget the flask. That's alright. I still have 2 flasks. We'll be fine. Let's take a look at the character Paxoni. It's on Frostmourne. Auron Warrior. Oh shit, I misspelled it. You're now officially called Paxono. Alright, Frostmourne, let's take a quick peek here. Alright, Paxono, blacksmithing, mining. You're gonna have to get rid of the mining, but you know, it's Frostmourne, so take your time. You got the Seal of Pantheon, you lucky bastard. I was farming that, didn't get it. Alright, those are some good rings. Yeah, that's good shit. Bolstered leg plates, you've been RDFing and like crazy. I can see like a mixture of blacksmithing, a mixture of geocrafting items here. RDFs. You got the right meta, it's all good. You got the enchants, the head enchant, the shoulder enchant. Defense rating on chest, that's very necessary at this stage. Yeah, I like it. 1 hour ago, explore Crystalstone Forest, very good. Very good indeed. Let's take a quick peek at the talent tree. Now I don't know too much about protection barriers, but I'm pretty sure you want gag order somehow. And I think you want to maximize this. This seems a bit wrong. A lot of this seems a bit wrong. There's too many points in the beginning of the tree, and there's not enough points in like the middle of the tree. Like why would you take a point in focused rage over 2% damage? Increases physical damage you deal. That's going to give you threat. So, you know. Alright. They're dealing with it. It's a bit slacking, but alright, this is what I would take. This is fine. You're obviously being a main tank. You do need deep wounds for main tanking. Armor to the teeth is very good as a protection warrior. I would go ahead and take a few points out of improved blood rage. Definitely. Maybe get a few points out of insight. And put them in gag order. This is going to give you a silence. That's actually very, very good. And one-handed weapon specialization. One-handed weapon specialization has to be gotten. The glyphs are good. Minor glyphs are good. Let's take a quick peek at Fury. You need Piercing Howl, but you haven't even glyphed it, so don't worry. No rush. I'm sure. Robertas, I've answered you 3 times, my friend. It's not so good, no. No, it's not. And can you check Palamala? Yeah, just a second. Let's see if I missed any interesting questions. How much is flying and where does it give you permission to fly? The flying in Hellfire is gonna cost 100 gold, or like, yeah, something like that. 150 gold with the mount in total. And you're gonna be able to fly in Hellfire and in Outlands. And then we get Cold Weather Flying for 1000 gold in Dalaran at level 77 or 68 with a Tome of Cold Weather Flying, which is a heirloom bind on account. You'll be able to fly in Nordrend. If you get the 5000 gold thing, you'll be able to fly at 290 or 280 speed. So that's it. Yeah, Jelena, you basically just answered it for him. Thank you. Pavli says, hey, I'm new here. Can you give me some tips on the protection warrior? Alright, so yeah, like I said, the talent tree, take a look at that. And in general, tips for protection warrior is use your CC. You're gonna want to use that shockwave when you pull the adds together. Understand how silence works on caster adds. If you throw your heroic throw on a mob that's gonna be casting, he will walk towards you, right? It will help you stack. So use that silence on gag order. It's very important. Here. Alright. So there we're all caught up. Bravo says ignoring me? No? I just can't understand the language, Rado. I would also ask you to talk in English, because like I said, I can't understand it. Alright, so yeah, Robertas, it's alright, I didn't miss your question, mate. Umbrage is so much better. I would not give Tosk to a Retri over any other classes. That's what I said the first time, the second time, and now the fourth time. Does Frostmage for PvE work? Nah, it never will. It's just not better than Arcane or TTW or FFB. We got a Whisper. What was the starting rotation? Vampiric Touch, Devouring Plague, Mind Flay, Shadow Word Pain, and Shadow Fiend. Yeah, that's right. He's got it in the Whisper. Arcane or FFB for current Frostmourne? One for each character at Potato Cream. Yeah, one for each character, Potato. Well, for all of the Retri Paladins, is the World Cleaver good for Red Pala? Just got it from Ulduar, like for free, nobody wanted it. World Cleaver, huh? I think that's an amazing transmog, actually. Like I'm thinking of that axe. You probably picked it up from like a daily. Oof. This one. Oh, not from here. Maybe Ignis. What? I don't even know what the World Carver. There you have it. Yeah, this is a pretty sick transmog, and it is good for retribution for sure. And Ethan says, what resolution are you using for your computer and WoW, by the way? 1920, 60 FPS? I have it limited at 60 FPS because I don't have the PC or the eyes in real life to perceive more than 60 FPS. Hitting a deep freeze on the boss feels so good. Yeah, but DPS is about damage per second. It's not about damage per big dick, right? If you can get one big crit, that does not mean that your DPS is gonna be good. And I'm pretty sure that Deep Freeze is completely bugged. Like, it's not supposed to... like, there's something about it. It's a molten myth? Well, I'm sure there's something about it, because people keep telling me they're gonna, like, optimistically try Frost, and then they're like, well, it doesn't work like I thought it would, or there's not enough damage on it, or there's not enough crit on it. There's always something about Frost why people walk away from it. I'm not sure what it is, I'm not gonna waste my time on it, but it just fucking sucks. Just go Arcane, or FFB, or DTW, so much better. Like, you're talking about a survivability PvP spec, right? It's just not gonna work. We're gonna get started, and this will be Sanctum. Gonna pop the flask again. Can we resurrect that? Timothy, no! James Baggett says they are buffing in Shadowlands. Normal flying is gonna be 280. Ah, Umbrage or Tosk for Fury Warrior? I would say Tosk. Umbrage, you don't really need that haste that much. But then again, other people, they're definitely like completely 100% super convinced that haste is good for warriors, but you know, when they get the bad proc, they're gonna complain about not having Tanka. So, hypocrisy be damned, right? Oh, this is gonna be so hard. Just focus on the protection warrior and you will be top healer. That's basically it, man. Alright, not anymore, because he's not taking damage for a sec. Oh, there you have it. Frost is the best mage spec for leveling? Yeah, that's arguable, for sure. It's definitely the most survivable spec for leveling. It's the one that's gonna give you the easiest time leveling. I would say fire is probably better, but I'm YOLO, I'm crazy, I'm a madman. Yeah, so, you know. Maybe Arcane is even better than fire, I don't know. I mean, it didn't work before, I don't know how it is now, but anyways, it won't beat fire. That's the thing, Alms Warmane. That's the thing why Frost will never be in my sights as a viable PvE spec, because Are you going to use a Charmander or a Charizard? Right? It's that simple. You're not gonna limit yourself to a fucking Charmander, you're gonna want to take a Charizard. It's that simple. Yeah. Fingers of Frost is what the Frost Mage... It's what lets the Frost Mage cast Deep Freeze. And even then, it's just not worth it. Like... It's... Yeah, there's a reason it's PvP. And Ruby Sanctum 25 Heroic with 24 players. The last person can be you, Power Crocodile. We're gonna take one person from the stream who's going to get Ruby Sanctum 25 achievement and loot. No, we're not doing that. Yeah, Deep Freeze is probably one of the highest crits in the game. I'm not gonna argue that, it's true. But, yeah. Yeah, Frost is very good when you're leveling for sure. And the burst on Deep Freeze is there, it's true. But it's just not worth it. Like, Ignite is gonna tick much harder, potentially, than Deep Freeze will. And it's all about the potential, man. It really is. And Carl Dominic Rivera says, Abby, what's your nationality? Dutch. I'm from Holland. Can I tank Ice C25 with 5.3 kgs as an off tank? Yeah. If you're gonna go all the way to Lich King, probably not. You know, if you got a super strong main tank, he'll carry you. It's not a problem. But, yeah. Cleave the Warrior is going to be tanking this. Let's see. Top out of the sphere range, that's for sure. Where's Toad Tanky? Toad Tanky, you're gonna get Fear Ward. Just in case the Warrior tank dies. You never know. You can tank if you're good and not a protection warrior. That's exactly it. No, James. There's many funny nicknames that you can make out of Obby. If I ever start losing my hair, I'll be Bald Bee. But like, let's not make comparisons to inferior streamers. Nah, all good. And Obby, how often do you smoke weed? In a communal experience, you know, just like a Dutch person should, because it is after all legal here. Anyway, this person's about to get clapped real good. Wait, he reset his cleave armor? Either he got super lucky or he did something real spicy. Oh, he got Hand of Protection to reset the cleave armor. I see how this is. That's smart. That is really smart. And Jelena says, what is the achievement that you're most proud of? Yeah, that's the mice, of course. By far, like there's no other achievement that even comes close. Okay, as a discipline priest, I will probably be outside. I'm not sure. We'll have to see. We've got Ominar in here. He's been in some of my streams as well. He's defended me against those annoying ass hordes. Perhaps he was watching, and then technically, the thing that I was talking about, that I was joking about, the person from his stream coming in here, technically it's kind of true. So I guess that's funny. But yeah. Let's get ready here. As a discipline priest, we're gonna be outside. Seems like that. We'll be with the Resto Shaman. And with a H-Pala? Like, are you kidding me? No, it's Elemental Shaman. Alright. We'll be with H-Pala. Yeah, H-Pala disc outside. We'll deal with it. No DSAC. Oh, what? He's gonna clap me. Fucking hell. I fucking hate tanks that sleep. Like, do something about that. Holy shit. Like, a tank could easily pick that up with a taunt and just walk it out, get the hard reset, and not like half the group being dead. Yeah, giving him some shit for that, because fuck that. Fucking AFK ass tanks, not healing me, but keeping the healers alive. What kind of bullshit is that? Fuck that shit. I just died as a level 73 blood tank in lower Blackrock Spire. Pulled one too many mobs. Yeah, well, you're not... The thing is, even if you get to level 80, you're not instantly, like, powerful, right? You're gonna need some gear, you're gonna need some glyphs and everything. Just hitting level 80 is not gonna be, like... Just hitting level 80 is not gonna be enough. Like, you need some stats, you need some gear, you need some professions. But yeah, that's a minus for the pet pool right there. It's alright. Yeah. It is a huge waste of time. I'm so ready to go. Bet. And also just to get this Ruby Sanctum started, because I mean, you guys have seen some of those Ruby Sanctums. Not good. Sometimes we'll be stuck in here for a very long time. I really hope it's not today. We'll see. I got scammed out of TOGC, and now I'll have to wipe here for half an hour? No thank you. I don't want to do that. There's the fish. And Martin Blue says you forgot to inspect me. Right, I was just like thinking that you were level 30. At least you got me real good with that troll. Give me your name, Martin. I'll take a look afterwards. Oh, you said Palamala. Right. I will check it. Palamala. With double A, I think. And Umut says, Abi, what's the fastest way to get Shadowmourne? Alright, so you take your wallet, you open that bitch up. Now you're gonna find some plastic cards inside of that thing. That's how you do it. Uh-oh. Nice tanking, man. Just letting everybody die. Now on this fight, you don't necessarily have constant area of effect damage in this phase to worry about. So what you do have to worry about is tank damage and that dispel. I'm just prayer of mending that every now and then. Watch the flames, and of course, give some shields. If you see people with aggro, like Unholy DK is often gonna get aggro. Of course the protection warrior might take some damage. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Alright, heal up to the demo, that's fine. Okay, so we're burning to our mana actually. A lot more than I'd like. Alright, we'll see if we can get some Judgment of Wisdom drops. Honestly, if you're out of mana, getting some auto attacks for Judgment of Wisdom is one way of doing it. Right now, I'm just trying to like survive with mana, because this is very bad mana management so far. Of course, we do have the Shadow Fiend, we do have the mana him. Okay. Wait, that's fucking elemental. Wait, no, we're actually 3 heals outside. Jesus. 3 healers outside. Volley Warrior is dead again. Can we have tanks, please? Yikes. Alright, it's all good. It is a bit tough. Hopefully I don't have to dispel this, it seems like I do. We're gonna be healing outside here. We'll be going outside as well. Oh man. Once again. Alright, II Herb, there you go. PI. Just a quick little that right there. Let's disengage back in. No? Alright. Lego! Oh, I like that name. Simply because it sounds like Lego and also like Lego. Awesome. Alright, we're moving. Gonna keep the orbs on our shoulders. Sneaky Serb is on his way back. Sneaky Serb. Alright, yeah, let's keep it up. How much is the percent? 54, this is fine. We'll go outside and basically be full on our mana when we pop the Shadow Fiend. Zonk to the wall, he's gonna dispel himself, just like that. Alright, we're gonna go outside. Oh, we're gonna get away from the face of the boss. We're gonna give him some hots, and we're gonna Shadow Fiend right here. Just divine him it up. It's alright. There's not much damage going on, you have some time to recuperate. Ah, he's all the way over there. Someone got him actually. Very good. My teammate's paying some attention there. Where are you at? Don't you fucking dare to die! Alright, he's fine. We're gonna give some of those classes that are maybe gonna get aggro a shield. Of course, Boomkin, the Warlock. All these classes, they can really use a... Oh, there's the Boomkin. There's the Boomkin aggro. Yeah. It's very scary. At least the warrior does have some PvP or some DPS gear on. So that's very useful. Give him some additional aggro. I'm gonna pop the mana potion here, because once again we're just burning to our mana, man. I don't know what it is with this priest, with Discipline Priest outside, but I burn to my mana like crazy. We do have the mana tide coming in, that's good. Alright, nice damage. We might have to stop a bit outside. As you can see, the boss is becoming very translucent. The less clear he is to see, the more... we're gonna have to dispel him. It's all good. Yeah, the less you see him, the less damage you're dealing to him, basically. Big penance right here. Get the renew back up, Ray of Mending. You'll be able to shield on the add arrival. That's always a good timing. We're gonna give the Boomy a shield, Unholy a shield, Shadow a shield, both of the Magus, and let's heal up this Protection Warrior a bit. DK is getting wrecked. Second healer on Skada, first healer on Skada. Discipline is always very, very strong. Like, you cannot, like, deny that. But, yeah, in some places, they're just a little bit better than others. In some places, they're a little bit worse than others. Well, it's a good game, man. Alright, there you go. Power infusion. That's one thing I haven't been doing a lot. Proper power infusions. Alright. Oh, you got a fucking fate, mate. Get him a shield. Alright, we're almost we're on 6% of the boss, that's completely fine. You don't need to stay 100% mana the entire fight. It's a resource. At some point you're gonna run out of your resources. That's how it's supposed to be. I'm just gonna make sure that this person doesn't die. Big PS. There we go. GTS is up as well. If somebody does some stupid AoE, it's all good. Or Shadow Steps, Phase Shifters Bracers, and the GTS. I know, Jelena. I decided to read it later because first it was an insult. I know, don't worry about it. Yeah. I do have timestamps. I don't know why YouTube automatically turns those off for me, but I have to manually turn it on every time. Alright, let's see here. Alright, yeah, so actually the fastest way to get Shadowmourne, question from Umut. If you have a good way to make a lot of gold, that's how you do it. You make the gold, you turn the gold into coins, that's how you do it. And that was a good run, by the way. Shards are gonna take you about 3 to 4 months. They won't take you 6 months. I think that's a bit too much, Ounce Warmane. You can do 3. You can do like 3 per year in your main run, so it's about 3 to 4 months for the Frost Shards. And Extrude says, do you already have GTS? Yes, I do. Definitely do. And is that a wallet with a Jamaican weed logo on it? Maybe. I may or may not have gotten this for my mother on my Christmas. Anyway, I'm gonna get out of here. Let me make sure that there's not any questions that I've actually missed. Hoffman says, if I get saved on normal Icecrown Citadel, can I do heroic? No, you cannot, Hoffman. If you get saved on heroic, you're also saved on normal. It's not like retail. Let's say you're saved at Merogar, right? You had one kill and then the entire raid imploded and you're saved on Merogar. You will not be able to join in at Lady Death Whisperer, the second boss in there. It doesn't work like that. Normal and heroic are also shared, so yeah. Alright guys, thank you for watching. I think I'm gonna get out of here. Tomorrow we'll do a little bit of variety, so be prepared for that. Probably at night, but we'll see. I might go live at a random time. So yeah, I think that's it. It seems so quiet in the chat. I don't know. Good night, guys. Bye. I'll just leave, I guess. Bye.